the issuing insurance company. Exposures to ideas and financial vehicles discussed are not designed nor intended to be applicable to any person's individual circumstances. It should not be considered as investment advice, nor does it constitute a recommendation that anyone engage in or refrain from a particular course of action. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Golden Reserve Retirement LLC, Golden Reserve LLC, Golden Reserve Tax LLC, and Ayler Stallings LLC are not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Legal services offered by Ayler Stallings LLC. Tax services offered through Golden Reserve Tax LLC. The previous program is paid for by Golden Reserve.
The proceeding was paid for by Golden Reserve. Information on the program was intended to solely further the public's general knowledge about the product. Opinions expressed should not be relied upon for any purpose by any member of the audience. News Radio KDKA does not guarantee the accuracy of any of the information heard on the preceding program.
The preceding program was pre-recorded.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
14 years in prison for killing a young woman. A 15-year sentence for a crash that caused 3 deaths. 12 and a half years for killing a child and critically injuring her mother. All true stories, all caused by marijuana-impaired drivers. No matter what you tell yourself, if you feel different, you drive different. So, if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Heather Bosch.
No kings! No kings! No kings!
Rallies across the country are underway to protest President Trump's power and policies. CBS News Miami reporter Morgan Reiner.
Organizers announced this day of protests after the killings in Minneapolis of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Organizers say those participating in today's protests must do so peacefully. At the last No Kings protest I covered, people wore silly costumes and played music to make it a happier environment.
This one's somber. The U.S.-Israeli war against Iran enters a 5th week with another 2,500 U.S. Marines reaching the Middle East. U.S. Central Command confirms the USS Tripoli has arrived. Iran is maintaining a stranglehold on the Strait of Hormuz. CBS's Holly Williams with the latest.
Iran has reportedly charged some ships up to $2 million each for safe passage, described either as a toll booth system or a shakedown. Even with war in the Middle East raging, Trump hinted last night that he has another country in his sights.
They built this great military. I said, you'll never have to use it, but sometimes you have to use it. And Cuba's next, by the way, but pretend I didn't say that, please. Pretend I didn't say that, please.
Trump has predicted the U.S. would take over Cuba during his term. In Monaco. Cheers greeted Pope Leo as he urged them to use their Catholic faith and wealth for good. There's hope a severe TSA staffing shortage will ease now that President Trump has directed that agents be paid. CBS's Jason Allen is checking out security lines at an airport in Houston.
It's about an hour here. It's about an hour and a half at the next terminal down. And the airport, at least for its part, is telling travelers don't expect to see immediate relief. They're telling them be prepared, again, for up to 4-hour waits this weekend.
Many agents quit during the partial government shutdown. A high schooler is on a ballot for governor.
Hello, I'm Dean Roy, running to become the youngest governor of the state of Vermont.
The 14-year-old Roy got on the ballot by creating his own third party. Vermont's constitution sets no minimum age for candidates. Roy has zero campaign funding, so he's getting his ideas out on social media.
And for me, I've just found it a lot more effective.
He says he doesn't expect to win.
What I do expect is to start the movement and to get more young people to come in behind me and say, yeah, we also want to make change.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
14 years old and a high school freshman. This is CBS News.
Go to the ends of the earth, half a world away. Reach for the stars.
If I take time to think, they might go get Brad.
On CBS, Sunday morning.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The first lunar mission in half a century could take place as soon as Wednesday. CBS's Mark Strassman reports.
Artemis 2's goal, prepare NASA for an eventual moon landing, scheduled for early 2028 with a crew of Artemis 4. Charlie Blackwell-Thompson's the launch director. She has final say when Artemis 2 will fly.
How many different things have to be going perfectly for you as the launch director to say, we're a go?
We have 500 launch commit criteria, which are our rules that we are go or no-go by.
Blackwell-Thompson then put it another way, more simply.
We're not going to fly till we're ready, and the hardware will tell you when it's ready.
Fuel leaks and other issues caused 2 months of delays, but the spacecraft is now poised to fly around the moon and splash down in the Pacific after a 10-day mission with Reed Weissman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen on board. I'm Heather Bosch, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 30. Then nice tomorrow under clouds and sunshine, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. Breezy Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Ka Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli.
The Giant Eagle Feed the Need Radiothon produced an amazing result on Tuesday for the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. In the 7th year of the simultaneous fundraiser on all 5 Odyssey Pittsburgh stations, sponsors and listeners outdid themselves again, donating the funds to purchase 331,000 meals, 70,000 more meals than last year. As Brian Goulash, the food bank's VP of Marketing and Communications, said, our neighbors always step up. Neighbors helping neighbors. That's what we do. We're the city of champions. Goulash also said the generosity of the community never ceases to amaze him, and it never ceases to amaze us. Thank you for helping us multiply from one year to the next, a community response to food insecurity.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
Time now for Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And we are back. It's so exciting to be here for the weekend. And last night, we had such a blast with all of our different people. We were talking about all do-good things.
Yeah.
I felt good when I went home.
It was
you?
Good. Yeah.
Did you feel like you did your part as a good Pittsburgher?
And part of it is on their part now, the Pittsburghers, to join us on April 25th.
Yes.
At the PanCan Purple Stride for pancreatic cancer. And we need you to go over to the website, the PanCan website, and join us.
Yeah.
Because we're Team Big Papa.
Yes. And we're
for Tony
excited
Caligari. So we'll see.
North Park.
It's your one
No
way.
excuses. No excuses.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could say the NFL draft. The
Doesn't matter.
NFL NFL draft doesn't even affect it. As a matter of fact, it gets you out of the area of the draft because it's at North Park, as you said.
That's exactly right. Yeah, so there's lots going on. We also have a ton of things going on with the draft. And all of a sudden, I think because it was a nice day today, you look outside, the sun is shining, you feel like you're finally into the whole spring of things. It's opening day next Friday. Who knew that was going to be here before you know it? And literally right after that is going to be the draft.
Yeah.
And now it's all Pittsburgh's talking about.
And this comes to my point. If you don't mind me, I'll step up on my soapbox.
Oh, boy.
Who puts these calendars together? Does somebody not have Google Calendars to know that Pirates opening day is Good Friday?
I mean,
listen, if you've sworn off meat, you've sworn off
my mother
beer,
was here,
you've sworn off swearing.
There was a time that from 12 until 3, everything was shut down.
As altar boys, we were in church. That's right, because the whole thing was shut down.
Yeah,
That's
that all? Is it all Christianity? Did they all do that?
I think it's just the
Catholics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just
us darn Catholics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but it was a lovely thing to obviously, mold after. I thought that was pretty cool. But as time has gone on, it doesn't happen. Now we have a pirate game.
Now we have a pirate game, right? So hopefully it's at least nice
Maybe
weather.
you can genuflect when you walk in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. And, listen, it could be that going to a pirate game, depending on how they do this year, could be penance.
Well, I try not to engage in that conversation because I want to be the positive person who says...
That's right. Let's go Bucks. Buck fever. Bucktober.
Well, the first day, everybody will be on board, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Right. But, we are jumping on the bandwagon in terms of the draft because Pittsburgh is just so excited that we are hosting this. I'm a little nervous. I was watching all the different news stations talk about, Visit Pittsburgh put the map out this week, John. And as we know, I'm not a map looker or follower. I have no idea. There were a lot of colors, and it looked very overwhelming and scary to me. But you and I were talking this morning. John Shumway did a really good job of explaining,
he did.
Here's what to do, here's what not to do, here's what day to do this, here's what day not to do this, to sort of walk you through the process so that like you said, what roads are going to actually be closed, because this is going to affect people's workforce. Of course, I've heard a lot of people are saying work hybrid. Yeah. Pittsburgh Public is doing, I don't want to bring it, I'm not causing controversy, but I did hear that Pittsburgh Public Schools has said that they're not going to have in-class session because of the traffic, because we're not used to having this many people here.
The Pittsburgh Regional Transport folks who were on the news as they rolled out this transportation plan is they do not drive.
Do not drive, yeah.
If you're coming down to the draft or going near the draft area, do not drive. Use public transportation, or in our case, Willie.
Yeah, Willie's going to drop us off. That's it. Yes.
Because we have a couple of things to do during the draft week. We went all for months and months. Are you doing anything for the draft? Nope. Suddenly there are 3 things to do.
Possibly 4.
Yes?
We can leave that for next week.
Okay.
We have a meeting with our friends, Pittsburgh, if you remember.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so anxious to see how that turns out. But yeah, so starting, I get that my dates all mixed up.
Tuesday?
Does it start with Alloy?
Nope, it ends with Alloy. Yeah, because the first day of the draft is Alloy.
Got it.
So that might be, so Tuesday, we are at Mike's Beer Bar for Sustainable Sips. 11 beers for you to come try for $20. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be hosting it with Kid Mental, who will be on here later tonight, and doing a little bit of game, a little bit of fun, a little bit of trivia, and some beer. So you'll get a special glass for $20.
Yep.
And it's from 4:30 till 7, I think, right?
I think so. Well, I'm looking at it now. So it's the Allegheny Mountain Malt Sustainable Sip-Off, as you said, at Mike's Beer Bar. And yes, there are 11, and you get to vote. There's a People's Choice Award. Mm-hmm. We love this kind of stuff. And as you said, 11 different people, purveyors.
Breweries.
Where you could, purveyors who are saying, please try this, tell us what you think, we want to know. And Kid Mental is always the person who brings the party. We are supposed to be emceeing. We're not sure what emceeing is.
Right.
Are we just going to kind of be telling people what the beers are, what to expect, that kind of thing? But he is going to come and do it's John and Rachel.
Yes.
And we need this entourage to pump us up.
No doubt about it.
That it is the draft and we're that excited.
And as we said earlier, we don't even know if we'll be walking there, but we're hoping that
or Willie.
Willie will be dropping us off for 3.5 miles.
And then the next day is the Gen Youth.
Yes, Gen Youth at PNC Bank's new headquarters downtown. Mm-hmm. And we have tickets. The tickets are a little bit premium, but
so they're a little hefty.
It is a premium event because it is associated with the NFL draft.
Right.
It's the Gen Youth Taste of the Draft. and you could go to get the tickets at, I think it's tasteofthenfl.com.
Correct.
And we will be hanging out there with some Steelers. You get like this swag bag, you get a ball that collect all the autographs on, and we'll be hanging out there on Wednesday.
Yeah, and you get to try all kinds of different things. There's a chef who's going to be there.
Oh, yeah, Andrew Zimmern.
Pretty cool.
Is going to be there.
Yeah.
20-some different food purveyors there as well.
As you said, some people had a little bit of sticker shock, but it is the official charity of the NFL. And so it is helping, obviously, for students, for sustainability, for students who aren't getting meals regularly.
Food and physical equipment for 90-plus neighborhoods.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
And then Thursday
is the Alloy 26 with the Clarks, but it's not all the Clarks, right?
The
I don't want to
trio
misspeak.
Clarks, right.
The trio of the Clarks, which of course Scott Blasey being one of them. Lots of outdoor things, and I believe the I Made It Market vendors are going to be there. So you can kind of come through, check out all the fun makers in Pittsburgh, support local, and walk around, see what's going on right before the draft.
The cool part is it literally is in the footprint.
Yeah.
So you can mix and mingle with so many different people. It'll be maybe a little bit more crowded than Christmas Eve at Ross Park Mall.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
Just you and 499,000 of your closest friends.
But way more fun. That's right. Because you can be cheering any team you want to cheer. Of course, we want you to cheer for this.
And I'm excited that we're going to be a part of it, right? Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people have varying opinions. I myself had a lot of different opinions in the beginning because it is scary. As I keep saying, it's very overwhelming to think about all those people coming in. But what a great stage for our city.
Yeah. It is indeed that. So it's going, in case you don't know, the footprint is the stage itself is going to be just on the outside of Acrisure Stadium. And then it transfers all the sporting things like throwing footballs, the fun fantasy football kind of stuff is all over in the Point State Park.
Look at you knowing. You looked at the map. That's what happened.
Well,
I couldn't understand it.
I tried to figure it out. There's a lot of red on there, that's for sure.
There's a lot of red. I am really excited because as we're talking about all the great things happening in Pittsburgh, we get to highlight one of our favorite people who we get to see at my dad's place regularly at Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff. If you've not been there, you need to go. The sun was out today. He said there were a lot of people coming through wanting to see what was going on and what great memorabilia he has. And somebody who you can see there regularly is the one and only Melvin Steels. Do you not love his stories?
Absolutely love it.
It's the reason I go down. I see my dad enough, but I can go to Ginchy Stuff and actually get a good Melvin Steels story.
You literally don't know who you're going to bump into when you go down there. That's the reason to go.
But he has a lot of things that he has to chat with us about. We get 3 segments the rest of this hour to talk with him. We'll bring my dad in and just tell some good Pittsburgh. Could it be?
It's John and Rachel, 101.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Your source for everything that's news. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Hi, Paul Alexander here to let you know the KDKA has planned a fabulous 5-day Arizona getaway this September, and it's filling up fast. My wife Shelley and I want you to join us for an unforgettable trip based in beautiful Flagstaff, a relaxed mountain town that makes the perfect home base. From there, we'll explore the incredible red rocks of Sedona, travel by rail to the breathtaking Grand Canyon, a bucket list spot that everyone needs to see at least once. And then we'll take in the stunning scenery around Lake Powell with its deep blue water and wide open views. It's the perfect mix of sightseeing, natural beauty, and plenty of time to just enjoy where we are. And September is truly the sweet spot. Comfortable weather, no summer crowds, and everything planned for you. No guessing, no stress. Just show up and enjoy Arizona. Space is limited. Seats are disappearing quickly. Visit travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Again, travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Can't wait to see you there.
Hockey is a passion for fans of the sport, but also for the youth who fall in love with the game. With the ever-increasing cost of participating in hockey, many families face financial challenges. The Assisted Goals Foundation was founded to remove financial barriers and to create lasting growth in the sport for current and future players of all backgrounds and communities. Help the Assisted Goals Foundation make the game of hockey available and accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. You too can provide an assist. Donate today at assistedgoals.org.
Are you struggling with hearing loss? Do friends and family complain that your TV is too loud? Are you tired of asking people to repeat themselves? If you want to hear clearly again, but don't want a bulky hearing aid that makes you look old, you need to try Adam X by Audion Hearing. The Adam X is a life-changing breakthrough, precisely designed by top audio engineers, fits comfortably in your ear, is nearly invisible, and lets you adjust your sound so you can hear conversations clearly, at home, at dinner, or on the go. And right now, you can try the Adam X risk-free for 45 days. Call Audion Hearing now at 800-295-HEAR. That's HEAR for a 45-day risk-free home trial with free shipping and money-back guarantee. The Adam X is lightweight, rechargeable, practically invisible, and costs 90% less than prescription hearing aids. Don't miss out. Call 800-295-HEAR for complete details. That's 800-295-4327. Hearing for everyone. Audion Hearing.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You know, John typically will say, go ahead, Rach, what song are you going to sing? And it's normally whatever the walk-in music is, but I can't tonight. I feel very I'm intimidated by this whole room.
Yes.
Right?
That would be true.
You're like, you should be.
Yes. No, I would be duly intimidated, right?
Yeah. So right. I love any time that my dad can join us in the studio, and I love that a lot of our listeners know my dad is Jack Johnny Angel Hunt, and I'm thrilled that he is joining us tonight for the entire evening, John. This could mean that if I need to take breaks, you're good.
Right. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
Me and him.
There you go. I knew he would do it. And he brought his dear friend who we have had, I get to tell all these stories about different people I've had the honor of meeting throughout my dad's journey, through our lives. You love when I drop, people who have been to our house. And Melvin, as we said in the last break, is one of those people, Melvin Steels, who you can find at Johnny Angel's Genchi Stuff. But he is that name that in Pittsburgh, if you bring up, people know him in one of two ways. One, the fact that he was a singer-songwriter, or two, that he was much the disciplinarian in a very well-known school district. Would that be true, Mr. Steels?
Dr. Steele.
Doctor. I stand corrected, sir.
There's a doctor in the house.
Doctor, I am so sorry. Should have known. And what school district, Dr. Steels?
I worked in 5 school districts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I started in Aliquippa.
Uh-huh.
I went to the Pittsburgh Public Schools until they found out I wasn't living there.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was in the Freedom School. I worked in the Quaker Valley.
Oh, okay.
Quaker Valley is where I became a principal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I went back to my hometown, Aliquippa, where I had worked for 21 years.
Wow.
And then after Quaker Valley, I went back to Aliquippa to be a principal. And from Aliquippa, I went to Seneca Valley.
I didn't realize that.
To be a principal at their Hayne Middle School.
Okay. Wow.
So, and
you've had your share.
And for 6 years, I was an adjunct professor at Duquesne University.
Oh, my gosh. The things you learned, John.
And, the height of your career is here on KDK with Rachel and John. Right? Dr. Steele.
If you have a headache tonight, take a pill and call me in the morning.
There you go. There you go.
Can I jump on the one real quick?
You sure? I knew you would. Are you really asking me?
Hey, Rachel's dad.
Yeah.
It's funny when Melvin's down at my museum, you know, and he sits on this little barrel that's over in a corner, right?
It's his seat, right?
And people walk in and they look over and they say hi, right? And as soon as they look, I'll go, hey, by the way, where are you from? And they tell me. And I'll go, do you know the song, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? Oh, yeah, I love that song. And I'll go, he wrote it. Yeah. And then it's take the stage.
Amazing. So let's start there. So give the background information on you, your brother, how you were actually, how you became a writer initially.
Well, we got into writing with Eddie Holman.
Oh.
Okay.
Eddie Holman was our...
I didn't know that.
I'm just going to fire off fireworks when you drop a name.
I mean, you know, he sang my wedding song.
Eddie Holman was our college classmate.
Okay.
And he had records out, and one day in the snack bar where everyone at Cheney State would go to eat and do other things, Mervyn saw Eddie walking by, and he stuck his foot out and tripped him.
Oh, my gosh.
And they started talking, and because Mervyn and I, music was our thing.
Sure.
And Eddie and Mervyn would be together. Wherever there was a piano on the campus, they would be together. And Eddie showed Mervyn a lot about playing the piano and how to structure songs. And that's how we got started. And he took us into Philly to Frank Virtue's studio, where Barbara Mason and other people recorded up there. And that's how we got started.
And what year
Just
was
by
that?
tripping Eddie Holman. I mean, how about that?
Yeah.
That was around 1966.
Okay. So then you guys continued to write songs, and I want to get to the point of how many songs you wrote, but then when did you make that first breakthrough song? And Could It Be I'm Falling in Love for the Spinners the breakthrough song, or did you have songs breakthrough before that?
Well, around, was it 15 years ago, Adrena was going on the internet, and we discovered that a song that my brother and I wrote, the very first Steels Brothers song, was a song called I'm Not Strong Enough that we wrote when we were in college. And it came out in the States and it didn't do well. But we found out about 14 years ago that the record was a big hit in England.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And a guy, Dave Moore, called me, I think he was in Spain, and he wrote a book, The Philly Sound. And he was asking me our story about the songs that we had written, because surprisingly, a lot of our songs went to England and Japan.
Okay.
And we never knew about it.
That's common, though, right? A lot of people have said that they had no idea, at least back in your time when things first started, when the music industry was much harder on people than it is today.
It was hard.
Yeah.
I personally attest to that. But all of those bad experiences, when I look back on it, a lot of things I didn't like. But if not for those experiences,
sure,
absolutely,
I would not be the person who I am today. So I thank God for those experiences. And the most thing I'm most proud of is that for the past 63 years, since we were 16, Adrena and I have been together. In fact, she is responsible for the writing, well, probably more than a few, but there are two songs that I'm really proud of. The first one is Gotta Find My Way Back Home.
I love that song. I won't break into it. Go ahead.
There's a backstory to that song. Adrena and I were supposed to get married on August 10th in 1968. And I did something I should not have done.
Okay.
I sent her a telegram telling her I don't want to get married.
Oh.
And she had to cancel her wedding.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She had to give back all of her presents.
Uh-huh.
And then she moved to Chicago.
Okay. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. That's why it's a miracle.
And wait, so from that experience, you wrote Gotta Find My Way Back Home?
Yeah, what happened was my brother and I, we knew Tammy Terrell. Mm-hmm. And Tammy Terrell told my brother and me that whatever you do, don't go to Detroit. And she sent us to New York, and the guy up there, we signed the contract, and every day we were looking for mail with a check because you're supposed to get something for signing those exclusive songwriting contracts.
Right.
And the checks never came, and that's when we went down to write for Gamble and Huff. And before we could get started in Philly, there was a knock on our apartment door one day, and my brother opened the door, and there stood our irate mother.
Oh, my.
With my brother, who was like Charlie Atlas, and a brother-in-law, and she looked at us. You see me now, I have a 42-inch waist.
Yes.
Back then, I had a 24-inch.
Okay. Sure, it was the reverse.
And my mother looked at us, and to her, I guess we looked like Holocaust survivors.
Sure.
And she started crying, and she told us to pack your...
Oh, boy. Bleep, bleep.
And get your... in the car, and she made me come back.
And you listen, because moms know best.
Well, my mother was one of those that beat you in the street.
Hold that thought, because this is too intense, and we want to know what happened to get Adrena back, because that was the big part. That's a big important part. We're going to go to a little break and then come back with more Melvin Steele. Dr. Melvin Steele. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Y108 presents Odyssey, The Night Before, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, starring Jason Aldean.
Hey, what's up, Pittsburgh? I'm Jason Aldean.
With special guests John Morgan and Shane Prophet. Wednesday, April 22nd, inside the Event Center at Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh.
So we have a little bit of fun. Y'all ready?
You can't buy a ticket to this show. You can only win your way in. Full details at y108.com. Presented by Miller Lite and brought to you by your local AAA travel office, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Ross Park Mall, and Broken Bow Records.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
News, weather, traffic, and business every day. Hear it on News Radio KDKA. From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief. No Kings rallies protesting President Trump's policies are underway across the country.
Get out of Iran and stop doing everything you're doing. Tariffs are bad. Cutting taxes for rich people are bad. Let's get back to being Americans again.
A White House spokesperson calls the protests Trump derangement therapy sessions. Welcome to Monaco. Pope Leo, who's urging Catholics to reject the idolatry of power and money that he says is fueling wars around the world. TSA agents like this man could start getting paid again tomorrow.
I have a total of $18 in one account, and I'm negative 100 and change on the other one.
President Trump signed an executive order to pay workers. Congress has failed to pass a deal to fully fund the government. CBS News Brief, I'm Heather Bosch.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
Think back to the last time you were in nature. What comes to mind? Hiking through a lush forest, floating on a lazy river, or perhaps watching a vibrant sunset on a beach full of glistening plastic bottles and food wrappers. Unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Here in the U.S., we generate the most plastic waste in the world, with 70% of it ending up in landfills. And by the time you're done listening to this ad, more than a dump truck's worth of plastic will have made it into the ocean. Plastic has become a useful part of our everyday lives, but it's polluting the air, water, and soil that all life needs to survive. This is a human problem that can be solved with human action. But it's going to take all of us, from individuals to businesses to governments and everyone in between. Help create a cleaner future for both people and nature. Visit wwf.earth/plastics.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint, Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mainly clear tonight, low 30. It turns out partly sunny and pleasant tomorrow, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. And warmer on Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Carl Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, we'll be back on Monday. Stay warm, get through the weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday. Lots to talk about. 2 to 6 right here, KDKA.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And we are back here. It's Rachel and John, and we have esteemed people in the studio here. And then
good word.
Rachel's dad, Johnny Angel, and we have Dr. Melvin Steels, who is the Steels brothers, who wrote lots of songs, including before we went to the break, we were at the point where you decided to not get married. Your mother found you and your brother in Philadelphia. You looked emaciated, and she says, "Get your home." All right, and
Yes,
all right. So then, somewhere along the way, there's a gap where I guess we want to know: did you get home? How did you get back to Adrena? And how did you get to Could I Be Falling in Love?
Well, I got back to Aliquippa.
Okay.
And when I was there, I took the teaching job in Aliquippa High School as an English teacher. And when I got back to my house, there was a Bible that Adrena had given me when I graduated from high school. And in that paper, there was a sliver of paper from an envelope that I was using as a bookmark. And that sliver of paper had her grandmother's address in Chicago. She doesn't remember, but I talked to her before she went to Chicago. So I knew where she was, but I didn't know the address.
It was a sign.
And I took that and I wrote her a letter with no return address.
Okay.
Because if she had seen me, she might have, my name, she would have torn it up.
Wouldn't have.
Yes. Smart.
So she read it, and we exchanged a few letters. And by the way, she has every letter that I ever wrote her.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
And the surprising thing, I wanted to go to Chicago, and Adrena did not want me to go to Chicago, but her grandmother was listening.
Okay.
And her grandmother
She was for it.
told her about a situation that she had in her life, someone she truly loved, and they were never single at the same time. And she told her, I know that your parents would be angry, but my advice to you is to follow your heart.
Wow.
And she let me come to Chicago. And part of that process, that's when my brother and I wrote the song, Gotta Find My Way Back Home. And the Jaggers, I had never heard of the Jaggers.
Yeah.
Gamble and Huff, however, knew.
Sure.
They had been to Elwood City.
So you didn't even know they were from Pittsburgh?
No.
Right.
Wow.
How about that?
Almost the same neighborhood.
Yeah, right. I was going to say not far.
Benny Fowler from Aliquippa.
I love Benny
Right?
Fowler.
I taught 2 of his kids.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize you taught English either. So Could It Be I'm Falling in Love is obviously the song that everybody references because it was the Spinners and it was such a good hit. And you most recently celebrated that song, right?
Yeah.
Couple years. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Was how many years of it?
It was 50 years.
Oh, my gosh.
With Russell Tompkins Jr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Why is it that those types of songs, why are they so special today? Is it because of the change in music? Is it because the technology has changed the manner in which we retrieve it?
Well, at that period of time, people were writing songs that said something.
Sure. Yeah.
And the music, the Philly Motown with those strings and horns.
Yes.
It's like a symphony.
Right.
Yeah.
It's timeless.
Yes.
Music.
Right.
And Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? Billy Jackson came to Pittsburgh, and he wanted a song for Peaches and Herb, and that's why we wrote Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? But Peaches and Herb said they could write a better song.
Oh, wow.
So the Spinners were like, all right, we'll take
Well,
it.
Spinners wasn't in the picture. We wrote a song for the Stylistics called I'll Never Get Tired of Loving You. And we went to see Tom Bell. If you go down to that museum, the African American Museum, you'll see a blue piano that Tommy used. And Mervyn, we were there. We played the song I'll Never Get Tired of Loving You. And as we was leaving his office, Mervyn was in the doorway, put both his hands in the air, and he said, Tommy, we got another song. And he went back and sat down at the piano, and he played Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? And I sang the song and said, Tommy said, I like that. Put that on the reel too.
Oh, my
He never
gosh.
used the other song, but he did use Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? But there was a problem. The song was written as a duet, like Marvin and
Sure.
Tammy.
Okay.
Got it.
So he told me that you've got to change the words so it's one singer. And he said, and if you don't do it, I will do it.
So you did it.
So I did it.
Yeah.
And funny thing, when we wrote the song and when he played it for us, the finished version, neither Mervyn nor I liked
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
what he had done.
Okay.
And he played it twice, and he said in 6 weeks this song is going to be a million seller. But he knew we didn't like it. And what he did, if you ever hear Regina Bell did a version of Could It Be I'm Falling,
Yes.
it was more up-tempo.
Yeah.
And that's the way we wrote it.
Okay.
But he gave it the Al Green beat. You can
Listen,
hear it.
say nothing about Al Green. That's my wedding song. And the Stylistics,
Yeah.
my parents, was it your wedding song or your song was La 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 means
No,
I
that's
love
the
you?
Delphonics.
That's the Delphonics.
Oh,
Same
Delphonics. Wrong
neighborhood.
X.
No, Tom Bell did that.
Wrong X.
Back down from these two guys. Right.
I knew it was an X, John. I knew it was an X. I love stories like that. But you're now sort of at that point where you're like, you're watching music change. You're watching the evolution of music come to be. And now you're going back to gospel, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where gospel is where everything started.
Well, that's where, for us, in the church that I grew up in, both of my parents were part of the Great Migration.
Okay.
My father was born in 1903, my mother 1909. They both came up from the South, from Alabama, different parts of Alabama, in 1921. Wow. And the church that I was raised up in, we had our own Mahalia Jackson. The songs, there was something in that music that got into my brother and me. And that is what motivated us, those songs in the church. And then we started listening to what other people were doing. And my twin brother played the piano. Eddie helped him, but he was determined. He went to college, and whereas I went to class, he went in the basement and played the piano. I love it.
Wow.
But he learned. He was, as anybody, Holland Dozier Holland, a gambler, he was a very creative piano player. He could figure out this would be the next song for a group. And that's how we did things.
Right.
And Gamble and Huff and Tom Bell were very instrumental. They taught us things, but we listened and we learned, and that's where we are. But this, With You, Jesus.
Yes.
I was thinking about that song, and as I've gotten older, I can tell you, Jesus is for real.
Yep.
And the greatest tribute, when I think about a song, that song, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, I forget how many people have recorded that song. It's sold over 10 million units, and it's one of those kind of songs that, for me, I went and I thought about it, and I changed the lyrics. The song, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, was written for Adrena. It described how I felt when I met her at 16. A lot of people don't know. A friend of ours told us, I'm going to take you to Pittsburgh. I'm going to introduce you to some pretty girls from Westinghouse. He took us to a Shenley football game, but by 7 o'clock in the evening, he was striking out and losing face.
Oh.
So in desperation, he called Adrena, who had just broken up with his best friend, and somehow, I don't know how he did it, but he inveigled her to let us come by for 5 minutes. And when we stood out on her porch, we decided one was going to stay, if she let us, one of us was going to stay with her house, and the other one was going to go with our friend Sinclair. So Mervyn and I flipped a coin.
Oh, my God.
And hold on, that's our teaser.
Okay.
That we're going to find out what happened when you flipped a coin. It's Melvin Steele's, Dr. Melvin Steele's. Johnny Angel is here. We're going to find out about even a Rotary project coming up here. It's Rachel and John, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA, what happened with the coin?
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, announces its 26-27 season. 7 evenings to deepen your understanding of the world around you, featuring Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, historian Anne Applebaum, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, and former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden. The series is sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James. Tickets on sale now at pittsburghspeakers.org.
Want a health plan that travels with you? With UPMC Health Plan, you can access care wherever you are. That's access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, local providers, plus urgent and emergency care nationwide through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. What's more, you get 24/7 access to virtual care. All this with award-winning customer service from their healthcare concierge team. When your employer gives you a choice of health insurance plans, choose UPMC Health Health Plan.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Pittsburgh Mayor Corey O'Connor, very atypical with the NFL draft and all the things that are going on.
We're all excited. You know, it's coming fast. But we also want Pittsburghers, and I say this wherever I go, this is also your city, this is your draft. We're going to have hundreds of thousands of people coming from across the country, but we want Pittsburghers to be ambassadors.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I hope you've grabbed a lemonade, a tea, a beer, because
we're spilling the tea.
Right. Well, it's just I could sit here and listen and sit on the front porch and just listen to these stories.
It's literally scratching the surface.
Right.
I mean, as you said, and I'm not trying to shamelessly plug Johnny Angel's Ginchy stuff, but if you do just kind of mosey in there on a Sunday, you're going to see this amazing legend from our city just sitting there telling stories with my dad.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're getting of that age that I'm sure Adrena will agree. They forget what stories they've told each other. So they're just telling the same stories over and over again.
They give it the old Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So
John, we left off where it is so important, you know, that we bring up the fact that gospel music is really where so much of the music has started. So many different genres and things of that nature. And as Melvin so eloquently stated, gospel is still around in any music that you're hearing. But we left a little cliffhanger where you were still talking about how Adrena has really captured your heart. A lot of the songs that you've written have some influence because of her. And you were on her porch. You were flipping a coin for you and your twin brother to see who was going to stick around.
Right.
And how did that go down?
She told me
She's
I better
looking at
tell
you.
the truth. I won.
You won.
There you go.
You won.
Yeah, and it made all the difference in the world. And her parents, they were a lovely couple.
Aw.
In fact, 30 years ago, we moved them in with us.
Okay.
And her father lived to be 96. Her mother lived to be 97.
Wow.
And if they sneezed, they were in the doctor's office. And I have to say that I get the same level of care.
Aw.
She and I both turned 80
Oh my gosh.
recently.
Wow.
But flipping that coin and having her in my life, there was one experience when I took a sabbatical to pursue music full time. And when you take a sabbatical, you only get half a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
So Adrena would take our kids on Sunday mornings. We didn't go to church. I had joined St. Mattress. And she would take our kids into the living room, and they would have a Bible study, and then they would hold hands and pray for that fool down the hall. And one day, I went and joined the circle. And that following Tuesday, I got a check from France, a $1,000 check for the song we wrote for Gloria Gaynor.
Wow.
And so that's...
Gloria Gaynor just wrote a song for her real quick. Yeah.
I know Joe Lipschitz. That's all I know. I don't drop anybody else's name. I know Johnny Angel. So let's just...
What are you into right now?
Right.
What is happening musically?
What's happening right now is this gospel song, With You, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to let people hear it and judge for themselves. I couldn't really call it gospel, so I call it an inspirational R&B tribute.
Okay.
It's the best, and you want to give God your best. And that's what we try to do with this song. And the singer, his name is William Daniel Hawkins III, but Bill Hawkins from the North Side.
That's it.
Of course. There's no side like the North Side, but
One
go
of
ahead.
the best singers I ever heard, and he did a tremendous job. And on this song, we have people from Philadelphia. The girls sing in the background, sang behind Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, wow.
And one of those girls was my college classmate.
Yeah, right. Wow. That's amazing.
So, Melvin, including all that, because you have so much spare time, right? You also initiated something, the Rotaries initiated something called Every Rotarian is a Peacemaker. That comes out of a program you started, right? With Elaine? Do I have the name right?
Elaine Park, yes.
Yeah, talk about that. We have like 2 more minutes left, and I want to make sure we get that out.
Okay. Highmark, Aaron Walton, who's now the president of Cheney State, used to work for Highmark. And he promised me he was going to send me a program that would reach every kid in the school. And he did. And he brought Elaine Park. He brought a caterer, fed my staff and me. And he gave us $60,000 to implement that program. And I had never seen anything work like that. It reached every kid in the school. The program was so good that on May 3rd in 2000, was invited to the governor's mansion to receive the Violence-Free Youth Challenge Award for the whole state of Pennsylvania and a $5,000 check. And I would recommend any school district where you're having a problem with kids not getting along well with each other. The habits for each month will instill something positive in your school that will not only make it safe and orderly, but it will increase attendance and it will increase academic achievement. and I swear by that program.
And Melvin, we will say every Rotarian and Peacemaker is designed as an umbrella initiative under which clubs and individuals can engage in growing range of peace-building actions. It's a half-day workshop that they offer. It's informal conflict mediation. Again, thanks to the Rotary, because they're putting this out there available to the schools, thanks to something you started way back when.
You started it all. You don't get enough credit,
Right. Did you
Mr.
start
Dr. Melvin. Yeah. Melvin Steels, we have to go to another break, and we definitely want to have you back because you have too many stories to tell. You are too rich in just so many different things, from how you really shine a light on music, how you shine a light on discipline for schools, and we appreciate what a gift you are to our city. So thank you so much for joining. Could it be I'm falling in love? I don't care.
Be the music.
Okay. Could it? Wait. All right. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Italian subs for your finance team at Chicago. Easy Cater. Burritos for your call center crew in Plano. Easy Cater. Bagels for your sales reps meeting clients in Charlotte. Easy Cater. Hot chicken sandwiches for your third shift warehouse workers in Memphis. Easy Cater. Your teams may be spread out across the country, but you've got one platform to feed them all, whenever and wherever they work, with food they love from favorite restaurants. Easy Cater. Food for the workplace, all in one place. Order now at easycater.com.
Febreze. New Febreze Air Mist has 50% more odor fighters and up to 30% more fragrance than the old formula. So now you can take on 100% more stinky odors, like sweaty gym bags, greasy cooking smells, and the after effects of the dog rolling around in something. Just spray, and new Febreze Air instantly restores just clean freshness. Smell you later, odor. Breathe happy, Febreze. La, 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 la.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Heather Bosch. U.S. Central Command confirms another 2,500 U.S. Marines have reached the Middle East. The latest from CBS's Holly Williams.
We knocked out now 97% of the launchers.
But Iran is still launching missiles, doing damage here in Israel overnight. And Iran's leaders are wielding a powerful economic weapon. With strikes and the threat of mines, Iran has effectively paralyzed traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, sending energy prices soaring and piling pressure on Trump to end the war.
Iranian-backed Houthi rebels who could threaten another major Middle Eastern shipping lane have just entered the war. The Houthis say they launched a missile toward Israel, which Israel says it intercepted. And the BBC's Debbie Russ has more evidence the war's ripple effects are being felt far beyond the Middle East.
The French Interior Minister has linked a foiled bomb attack in Paris to the US-Israeli war on Iran in the Middle East. Laurent Iran Nunez said the planned attack was an assault on the Republic. Police arrested a suspect early on Saturday as he was preparing to set off a homemade explosive device in front of the Bank of America building in the capital. Anti-terrorism prosecutors have taken over the investigation.
Organizers of today's No Kings rallies predict they could be among the largest protests in U.S. history. More from CBS's Christian Benavides.
Singing songs, waving signs, and sporting costumes, demonstrators held rallies and marches in 50 states and a dozen countries for a day of so-called No Kings protests against President Trump and his administration's policies.
A White House spokesperson calls the rallies Trump derangement therapy sessions that only reporters paid to cover them care about. Arctic sea ice shrank to its lowest winter level ever reported.
The National Snow and Ice Data Center says this winter's ice growth tied for the smallest on record. And this month's unusual heat worldwide has kicked off an early start to the Arctic ice melting season. Climatologists and weather historians say several regions, including 16 U.S. states, have broken heat records this month. Dozens of March records in Asia were smashed by 30 or 35 degrees. That will leave less ice this summer to reflect sunlight, which will make the oceans even warmer. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Swiss food giant Nestle says nearly 500,000 of its Kit Kat candy bars were stolen after leaving its production site in Italy en route to Poland. That's 12 tons of waffles covered in chocolate. Kit Kat says cargo theft is an increasing problem. This is CBS News.
Every Sunday, moderator Margaret Brennan goes face-to-face with top leaders to make you better informed. Face the Nation, Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday. Scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
LeBron James made the NBA's first father-son assist Friday night. CBS's Michael Toscano.
LeBron and Bronny are the first father and son ever to play in the NBA at the same time, let alone on the same team. The assist came in the second quarter of the LA Lakers' winning game against the Brooklyn Nets. LeBron made a driving layup before he exchanged passes on the next possession with Bronny, seen on Spectrum Sports.
Now, LeBron James Jr. with the pass from Dad and the fake to the corner. Knocks down the 3. That's got to be cool, man.
Bronny James shared the court with his dad for nearly 4.5 minutes, and he said after the game, that was a special moment for us two. Michael Toscano, CBS News.
President Trump is hosting a UFC fight on the White House grounds to celebrate his 80th birthday and the nation's 250th anniversary. Trump has long supported the UFC, and during his 2024 campaign, he used those ties to attract voters who weren't traditionally politically engaged. I'm Heather Bosch.
Jen.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 30. Then nice tomorrow under clouds and sunshine, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. Breezy Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Ka Erickson on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Roofing Company.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is us, and John is actually still with the one and only Dr. Melvin Steels. And I get the pleasure of being in his seat and talking to the one and only Kid Mental. I don't have any kind of good walk-up music for you. Normally, whenever you introduce us, we're able to give you walk-up music.
Yeah.
But I can't do that for you.
Why?
You just get do. John is not a Duran Duran. John's back. Hey, John.
Yes, just like
we
Flick.
swapped
Right.
sides, and here we are. Duran Duran is bringing on Kid Mental, and Kid Mental, you came to mind immediately. We have to even tell you the story because I don't know that we have.
Oh,
so we got a phone call in typical John and Rachel fashion that said, "Hey, it's us, Sustainable Pittsburgh, and we are doing this great event at Mike's Beer Bar right before the draft. And we think that, you guys would be great MCs." We're like, cool, we appreciate that. What are we MCing? It's like, I'm not sure, but essentially it is this great, it's a malt, right? It's a sustainable malt. And there are 11 different beer purveyors who are going to participate in this event. And so we want you guys to just kind of keep the crowd going and make it fun and just let people know who they are, who's there, why it's important, all that good stuff. We're also thinking we need a DJ. We were like, done. We got this under control, because for someone who doesn't know who you are, you do it all. You are a DJ, you are an improv master, and, you just make things fun. Anytime we've done things together, you've made it more fun. So thank you. And again, you were the first person we thought of.
Thanks. But part of it is because you're talented, but 99.9% of it is because you could be as flexible as us because we don't know what we're going into.
Yeah, you're like whatever it is.
Let's just ride this thing.
Let's ride.
So April 21st, Tuesday, we will be at Mike's Beer Bar from, I had my 30s off earlier. It's 4 till 7:30.
Yeah.
You can buy tickets, $20 a piece, and you get to choose who gets the people's favorite beer. But, the people's favorite DJ is going to be there, Kid Mental. So tell us a little bit about if they, wait, who is Kid Mental? If they go find you on Instagram, what will they see about your talents?
First of all, I'm not per se a DJ. I've been trying to change.
We think you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the
gotcha.
the words of it, because as Kid Mental, I'm like so much more. That's why I say, like, I tell people, like, look, is music provided by? Because I could do some other stuff here and there.
Yeah. So you're Prince.
Sure. Right. A Prince of
there you go.
A Prince of beatbox.
Okay.
If you come to my Instagram, Kid Mental Music, I'm always trying to give back. So like if anything you see that I'm doing there is because I'm trying to give back. I can make music all day in my basement and just release music all the time. But what I want to do is connect with the community. I want people to enjoy my things because I am doing something for them, specifically for them. So if you look at that, I'm always running some type of campaign. I'm doing live free theme songs for you. I got improv loops for you. I've got a lot of things, like you could just interact with me, comment on my thing. Hey, I want a song about this. And then I have something I can present to everybody that I made right on the spot, improv it. And none of this stuff is like pre-rehearsed. It's just trying to give back.
And I think
great point.
Johnny Angel was in here. He'll be back later as well. But you did stuff for him too. Yeah. And he's,
he was just talking about it.
He's very conservative, not conservative, but he loves the old school of thing. But
old school.
Man, you turned him like, this is new school.
Told him, yeah.
It's so cool because he was just telling me that, like, he likes the old school, and he likes the fact that I'm bringing not only soul to his show, but also bringing the new school version to it. So I'm like sort of like a doo-wop type feels. That's what I do. So I try to layer my vocals, do the different harmonies, and do his drops with care because I want it to feel like that old school, but kind of have that new school flair. Yeah.
He's a gap bridger. There you go.
Yeah.
And, reflecting back, we actually met you, my gosh, during COVID when Aaron Kleiber was doing his unique,
yeah, that's right.
Because
we had to do everything remote.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Like, who's this guy in the corner of our screen?
Yeah.
And it was you.
Yeah, it was beatboxing.
And then what was really, you were beatboxing. And what was really cool is we would comment on that. We would be guests talking to Aaron. And then we were like,
wait, that's
who's
when
the
I
guy
did
in the corner?
That's when I did your audio drops.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we did it a couple of years later when we were at a different location.
Right.
And then again for the parade last year. Yes, so much fun. 2 years. Yeah. It was so much fun because, as John said, you are this unique talent because you can't be pigeonholed into one thing.
No.
And I think that's the beauty of evolution because I don't know exactly where you started, so you're going to need to tell us. But you have added on layers. You are a do-gooder and you want to see people doing well and giving back. But you've also learned different things to add to your repertoire, right?
Yeah. I've come a long way. I've been a producer for my brother. I do all of his music. Eskil Zeta, like if you ever want to look up his music, to listen to some of my old stuff, is that production is by me. So the music that he has in the background, a lot of it is me. And like growing up, we've always wanted to do just music together and do things like that. We never really got to do an album together, as in like I started writing, he started writing, so I just backed him. I'm like, you're writing, so I'm gonna back you. So I try to make songs that he would point out songs. He says, I love this song. Can we do something about like that song? And so I would listen to that song and I would dissect that song, bring it back, and as I'm making it, I'm formulating my own version of that song so that he can, utilize that to do what he does, because he's a phenomenal writer. So I started with that, and then I started having kids, and when I had kids, I couldn't really like go out to the scene or do anything because I needed to work, I needed to be there, I needed to do all this stuff. So as they got older, I'm like, hey, they can do stuff by themselves now. I want to get back in the scene, and I didn't know how to do it. I was looking at different situations where people would go on and they would always like look it back in the crowd and say, hey, DJ, or hey, mixer, can you engineer, can you put my song on, can you do this, and they're waiting, like you're literally waiting, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, first of all, I don't want to be that person. I want to approach it in a different direction. And so I started like looking into showmanship because I wanted to be more of a showman, more of an entertainer. So I was like, hey, how do I make this more natural, have a natural feel, and I can be in control of my music where I'm not like, oh, I got a computer, I got to bring a computer and press the button and I have to do all this stuff. I'm like, no, like how do we form this so that it feels natural, but also the crowd is involved. And one of my friends I was working with, and he said, hey, I got a looper, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then he was like, but like I think you could use it. Like I don't know how to use it. Maybe you could utilize it or something. And he gave it to me. I played with it a little bit and was like, that's it.
Some kids get a set of Legos, right?
This kid gets a looper.
Yeah, Kid Mental gets a looper. And honestly, I mean, if nobody has seen you perform anywhere, it really is a performance. It's much more than DJing.
It's so intriguing.
That's why we have you with us on April 21st.
I appreciate it.
So, I mean, if you're buying a ticket, first of all, we'll see you there. Second of all, bring your business cards if you book events, because you will want to book Kid Mental from there. You'll be like, what just happened to me right there?
Well, we were joking. I forget who we were telling this to the other day, and we were like, having Kid Mental with us is like having our own portable like walk up. Like, who are you? And we're like, boom. Kid Mental, hit it, and you're like, it's John, and Rachel, and it makes you feel so good. It's just, I don't know. It's very crowd pleasing. How's that?
Yeah,
so we're excited.
I already started working on the different. I got the breweries already, so I'm starting to work on their different drops. So
that's it. That's the professionalism that you bring. No, seriously, without even joking, that's the professionalism that you bring. I also feel like it's pretty cool that you just said you and your brother have been writing songs, and Dr. Melvin Steels and his brother.
How crazy is that?
He just
and I didn't even notice.
He's iconic, as you might know. So,
yeah.
Are you going to hang with us?
Yeah, I'll definitely.
We're excited. We get another segment to chat with you about this great event that's coming up. Don't be afraid of the draft. We have lots of fun things happening. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Vitchoff of the PA Hypnosis Center is here to help you. He has helped train U.S. Olympic team members control their brains, stay relaxed, focused, and in control, giving them the edge for the gold. He's recognized by many organizations around the world as one of the top hypnotherapists anywhere. He has gotten over 3,000 people to give up cigarettes for good in the last 22 years. He's helped folks even who've tried gastric bypass to lose weight. He can help you and give you a 98% success guarantee. Call 724-934-8446. That's Dan Vitchoff, the PA Hypnosis Center. Mention KDKA and get $50 off any program. But call for a free consultation today, 724-934-8446. The PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Vitchoff. Make that call today, 724-934-8446.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania is committed to the communities they serve, ensuring that all their customers stay safe and warm in their homes during the cold winter months. To ensure that no one goes without heat when the temperatures drop, Columbia Gas offers energy efficiency and bill payment assistance programs to make their customers' lives easier. To learn more about the valuable services available through Columbia Gas, call 1-888-460-4332 or visit online at columbiagaspa.com.
We gathered real Pennsylvania seniors and asked them how they would benefit from an extra $1,000. Here's what they had to say.
Everything is so expensive these days.
Car expenses, repairs,
my groceries, heating costs,
medications. Sure, I could easily spend $1,000 like that.
Through Pennsylvania's property tax rent rebate program, eligible seniors and adults with disabilities could receive up to $1,000. Check your eligibility and apply online.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
For all station contest rules, go to kdkaradio.com/rules.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Man, we just got all kinds of people, creators coming through here tonight. Rach, we had Dr. Melvin Steels. Now we have Kid Mental, who, as we said earlier, is going to be with us on April 21st at the Sustainable Sips event. Mike's
Sip
Beer
off.
Bar.
Sip off.
Oh, the sip off. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff what Rachel just did. will be done.
I mean, that's 101
It'll
for
be
him.
done way more professionally, mechanically, technically by Kid Mental, right? You're going to be hanging out with us that day.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna make sure that everybody feels welcome and warm by creating the different drops for the different breweries.
Is that half of it? Is that what you learned early on? Is the importance of making people feel welcome?
Huh. I never even thought about it that way. There's possibly. I mean, I grew up in a church, and not just growing up in the church, but being like one of the pastor's sons, one of the
Sure.
so like
It was instilled.
Yeah, it's instilled where your hospitality is number one when you think about it.
Yeah, that is so true. I mean, anything people do, right? And I say this all the time. It's most important. Like, I've been complimented that we make people feel comfortable whenever they're talking to us, which is great. But to me, like, that's my job. I should do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's half the battle with anything. If somebody feels comfortable, it's just going to go smoother. And once you've broken down that level and you're in that comfort zone, I think anything can happen.
That's like the number one thing in journalism,
Exactly.
If you can't get them to open up, how are you going to get a story?
Done.
Yeah. It's kind of like as a standard DJ, just getting everybody up on the dance floor that one time, right? All right, we're all here, we're comfortable, let's go do this thing. And I think that's the part that you'll bring to the party. We could be up there going, ticket 00631, you just
People
won
are
the
like,
basket.
Stop talking.
Meanwhile, you'll be
that's an MC thing,
Yes.
You just got to move the crowd.
But you're MC with depth. You're giving us a broadness and a depth and
the fourth dimension.
I like it what you said. There you go. Like you've done that before. All right. Tell us a little bit more about the things you've done over the years. You're so proud of. I know. Again, we found you in COVID with Aaron Kleiber, but coming out of that, you did the parade that we did, as Rachel mentioned. What else? What else would people know you or have seen you at? Bad grammar.
Never end your sentence with a preposition. Just saying.
The kids are here. Don't say
it. I did the Silver Sows festival. I can't remember what that was. Must have been 2020.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've ever seen that robot. Is a woman robot. She's dressed like a woman. It's a robot. So
sure.
And usually doesn't have a hair or wig. But I know there's something with Will Smith and her where he's trying to make her fall in love with him, and she's like looking at him like, "What's wrong with you?" But she introduced me. She introduced Kid Mental, and I introduced the what is the name of that? I introduced an award, and they called me up, say, "Hey, can you introduce an award? Just how you do it?" And so they gave me. They literally gave me like a week's salary to take off and just do my thing, and that's when I realized my worth. That's when I started to realize, like this.
There's so much more to it.
Yeah. So I did that, and as I was making, and so it was when I was really deep into the theme songs, when I was doing a theme song Thursdays for the free theme song initiative.
Yes.
And that's when they hit me up. And they were like, "Can you just do a theme song for the winter?" And I was like, "Cool." So I started singing a theme song for the winter. I sent it to them, and there was like an intro. And the intro to the song, they said, "Hey, like we want to pay you a little bit more money if you just elongate that part, just loop it a little bit more." So for another like 3 days' wages or something like that, I had to give them 20 seconds.
Oh my God.
That was
wow.
it. That was it. And I'm just like.
And then you're like, why can't I get more of those gigs?
Right. Yeah. So I did that, and I got some Patreon. I did a why can't I remember my name? The words, the people who go in and find out about a civilization through bones and things like that.
Archaeologists.
The other one that talks about
Anthropologists.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did an anthropologist's theme song. It was like one of the funnest theme songs that I've ever done. And it was great. It was just good. Like, I think her name was Brenda. So if you're on my website, kidmental.com/theme songs, look up Brenna.
And so stop there, because I think people need to understand we're assuming that they know.
Yeah.
People can go to your website.
Yeah, you can go to my website and check out the old songs that I've done. And you can sign up for the new songs that I've done.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's a harder situation because of my life has changed a little bit, but I still have it open. But if you sign up, definitely you're going to be in the roster to.
And everybody here is an expert speaker in something, right? And this is the kind of thing. If you are a presenter somewhere, you want this. They call you up. You say, "Here's 5 things about my personality." You do the interview. Here's the kind of style I like, and.
Yeah.
Boom! They give you a little money and a lot of money, and then you give. Again, I think of how many people do presentations, sales presentations, customer service, whatever it is. This is the kind of stuff that people would need.
Yeah, definitely.
Corporate world, Kid Mental,
Brain Jolt. Brain Jolt hired me to do like a theme song for them. They were giving away. Amazon, like $500 Amazon gift cards for their company, for their employees.
Okay.
And so they were like, "Hey, you can make a song, just make sure that you tell everybody they're having $500 in their gift card." And I was like, "Cool." So like I sang a whole song about Brain Jolt and like how they appreciated their employees and all the different things that they wanted to say to their employees. I sung in the song, and then I also like mentioned, "Hey, you get a $500 gift card as well," and that was the song. And then they hit me back up and said, "Hey, can you do like an MVP song, because we're trying to like highlight our different employees MVP. So here's our MVP, and this is what they like, this is what they hate, this is whatever, because I give them the form so they can fill it out, and they tell me everything about them. So then I sing another song about I can't remember who it was. I think it was HR or something. And I sung her song, and then there was one more I did. So I got they hired me for 3 different songs, and then I'm assuming because the person who took over, that person who was hiring me, was a musician themselves. They probably saw it and they were like, "We don't need to hire them anymore. I can do it myself." I don't know what they did.
Sure.
So,
hey, remember when your high school counselor told you could get a job like this?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, said no one. Said no high school counselor.
No one ever.
But the point is, if people are in the lookout for something unique, that's what you can provide. So people need to do it.
Bar mitzvahs. I've done a bar mitzvah song. I've done
birthday,
songs,
80th birthday parties, 16th birthday parties.
For just
50th. Do we know?
Keepsakes for different lovers and things like that.
Yeah.
It's been great.
And once again, a reminder that on April the 21st, you will be with John and Rachel, and you will be doing the John and Rachel and 11 different purveyors at Mike's Beer Bar on behalf of the fact that Sustainable Pittsburgh is doing the Sustainable Sip-Off. And it's going to be exciting because it's during draft season. We're going to have a whole other audience of people to check out what you're doing. Indeed. So where can everybody find you and follow you?
You can find me on my website, kidmental.com, KIDMENTAL. All of my socials are there, so you can click on it. But if you want to go to my socials, Instagram is Kid Mental Music, Facebook is Kid Mental, Reddit, it's My Job Theme Song.
I love it.
I started it.
So smart.
Yeah.
Well, we cannot wait to spend time with you on April 21st. If you're looking for tickets, go to sustainablepittsburgh.org/event, and it's the Allegheny Mountain Malt Sustainable Sip-Off. We can't wait. Kid Mental, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
Spring cleaning is upon us, but there's one meaningful box that you don't throw away when cleaning out your closet. It's the box filled with your family's important videotapes, film reels, and photos. Hi, I'm Adam Baselogger.
And I'm Nick Mako. We started Legacy Box over a decade ago to help families organize and update their analog media to digital.
Legacy Box is simple and easy. It works and is safe. Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box.
And Legacy Box has been featured in Good Housekeeping, The Today Show, and Rachel Ray.
Legacy Box is like magic, converting your shoebox of memories to the cloud or thumb drive, ready to watch and share.
Declutter your closet by digitizing your media. Become more organized and accomplished, knowing your family's recorded past is safe forever. Take advantage of our spring cleaning sale going on now. It's the easiest task to check off your to-do list.
For a limited time, you can get started for just $9 a tape. Visit legacybox.com/radio to get our $9 sale. That's legacybox.com/radio to get our $9 offer. Legacybox.com/radio.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
When it's happening, News Radio KDKA is telling you about it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell.
To the Rooney family, to Art, to Jim Rooney, to now young Dan Rooney, they define Pittsburgh in so many ways. They represent that city in every which way with pride. And I think this draft is something that is really important to all of them and to the Steelers in general.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
CBS News Brief. U.S. allies confer about the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran. The BBC's James Landau.
Near Paris, G7 foreign ministers met to discuss the war, calling on Iran immediately to restore the safe and toll-free freedom of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz.
France's interior minister is linking a foiled attempted bombing in Paris to the war. The BBC's Debbie Russ.
Police arrested a suspect early on Saturday as he was preparing to set off a homemade explosive device in front of the Bank of America building in the capital.
Organizers say the rally at the Minnesota State Capitol is the flagship No Kings event today. Governor Tim Walz speaking about immigration.
Our Somali Minnesotans, your great-grandchildren will still be here when that orange clown is in the dustbin of history. You will be here.
The White House says most Americans dismiss those rallies. CBS News Brief, I'm Heather Bosch.
As veterans, we've lived through ups and downs. For many of us, alcohol's been there for both. Over time, we realized that a bottle of beer isn't a bottle of beer, and 2 fingers of whiskey are more than just the liquid. What we're really consuming when we drink is time. Sometimes it's a good time. Time with new friends in a bar, old friends over cards, or just a moment to unwind at the end of a long day. Sometimes it's wasted time. Time that could be better spent focusing on things we never finished and reconnecting with those we lost touch with or pushed away. But sometimes that drink is time that gets out of hand. It's time spent apologizing. And sometimes it's time with a heavy cost. If you feel your alcohol consumption has become unmanageable, VA has treatments to help you manage. Visit va.gov/recovery.
Hey folks, it's Marty. NASCO Roofing, the region's roofing leader. Wow, they're good. They continue to exceed customer expectation. For instance, Charles from Bethel Park highly recommends NASCO. Charles was pleased with NASCO's exemplary customer service and the quality of their work. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Charles. Now's the time to get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO, NASCO.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
Having trouble keeping up with your electric bill? Duquesne Light Company can help customers manage costs through their Customer Assistance Program. Flexible payment plans, budget billing, rebates, and more. Duquesne Light realizes these are difficult times, and they are all committed to supporting our communities. Discover how you can save money and stay comfortable in your home year-round by visiting DuquesneLight.com/assistance. That's DuquesneLight.com/assistance.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mainly clear tonight, low 30. It turns out partly sunny and pleasant tomorrow, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. And warmer on Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Carl Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, we'll be back on Monday. Stay warm, get through the weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday. Lots to talk about. 2 to 6 right here, KDKA.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Man, we're counting down the days to the draft.
I can't believe how quickly it came. It just crept up.
Right. In true Pittsburgh fashion, we got to red up, Rach.
Got to red up.
Yes.
And who better to do it than the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership? They have an initiative that they want people to help them red up so that we can beautify our amazing city the way they are with all these great transformations. And we have the one and only Jack Dougherty with us, who is going to give us a little bit of information on how people can help red up. Hey, Jack, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's always... Listen, if we could spend a Saturday with anybody, especially from the PDP, you're our choice.
Wow, that's a big honor.
I mean, and we know some people over there, but Jack, we always enjoy you. We love seeing you on our 4-1 to-dos, and we love whenever we can actually have a conversation because you make everything seem fun.
I was just about to say, you're choosing me over the 2026 Pittsburgher of the Year.
I mean, right. Them are fighting words.
I was going to say, that's like, apparently not in your book. But,
right.
Let's not tell him.
I want to remind everybody.
Your secret's safe with me.
There you go. I want to remind everybody, you can see Jack's great smile, great. Let's get welcoming to Pittsburgh soon on the Metropolitan Window Company YouTube channel, KDKA YouTube channel. And so, Jack, you're joining us tonight because here's what happened. We saw this email come out from the Pittsburgher of the Year and saying, hey, you guys want to help us kind of clean the place up? We're looking for volunteers. I go, yes, let's do this because we have this Jagoff Helps thing going on. And then when we really saw the dates and we were like, whoa, hold on, we have a million things. I don't think we can actually squeeze this in somewhere. But in the meantime, you're here to tell us all about it because this is about getting volunteers, corporations, and just individuals that can come down and sort of put as my mother would say, put the tidying, dust the doilies and all that kind of stuff on the city before the NFL draft comes.
Yes, exactly. We have to red up. We have to get ready.
Yes.
I'm not originally from Pittsburgh. I didn't know what red up meant. I thought maybe we were honoring somebody who had a nickname Red in the past. But no, it means time to get ready. I get it now.
Yeah.
But it's really something that we do every year. And this year, obviously, we have a big deadline and we really want to get things looking right. And we want everybody to join us in that effort. So Monday, April 6th, through Sunday, April 12th, we're going to have daily volunteer opportunities for groups, individuals, whoever, to come down and join us and really kind of pitch in, get your hands dirty, make some direct impact in downtown, and get our living room ready for thousands, hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah. Leave it to the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. What I love about you guys is you take something and you say, we're all in. You've done it with Picklesburg year after year, and now here you are, getting ready for downtown to look immaculate, which it is. Every little step of the way we've seen all these great transitions and how Pittsburgh is just really shining already. What I love most about you and Visit Pittsburgh and all these great organizations is that you are not using it for the reason to red up. You're saying, this is the starting point. Let's make us look good because this is happening, but let's continue this. Let's make it sustainable so that we can truly enjoy our city from now and in the future.
Exactly. What we're trying to do is use this as a deadline, yes, but also create things that are going to be here for us. I mean, relaunching Market Square with its modernization is a huge project that's going to have such a great impact. That space is going to be better than you can imagine, but we're also taking care of the little things. I mean, we're repairing sidewalks. We've got rent assistance and pop-up programs for businesses to activate those vacant storefronts downtown. We've got about a dozen of them that are coming, and those are hopefully going to stay long-term, well beyond the draft. So it's really, everyone likes a deadline. When you got to clean your house, when you got to get ready, the deadline, it helps move things along. But it also, we get to enjoy it after the draft as well.
Yeah. And talk about that a little bit, Jack, because we want to remind everybody that you do have this 6th through the 12th. Is it that, that people can volunteer? Correct. But, as you're watching, as a proud papa, watching all of this churn, because you remember the headaches you probably thought of when they say, we're going to do a jackhammer in the middle of Market Square. You're like, what? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your feelings as you're seeing it evolve.
I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, see that countdown clock getting smaller, really kind of being ready for the day. And it takes a village. We've had, like you mentioned, Visit Pittsburgh and our friends at the Allegheny Conference. I mean, everyone pitched in to make these projects feasible. And I think what we're going to see, specifically in Market Square, is a space that is more pedestrian friendly, more friendly to outdoor dining, more friendly to large events, and has that beautiful, we're calling it the anchor structure, the half circle in the middle, which adds a great visual with a pop of color that the square just didn't have before. Right. People are going to see that, and they're going to recognize immediately that it's Pittsburgh.
What I love most about it, and I said this before, I guess I love a lot about the PDP, but what I love is that, as I said, you roll your sleeves up, you say, let's do it. Let's make the most of a difficult situation. Let's make, this week better than last week. You guys had ugly, drapery around that area, and you put fun signs to make people like, let's make light of this. Like, we have to live through it. So there is construction. It is Pittsburgh. We know that when we get to that deadline, it's going to be beautiful. So you did the signs that were so funny, and there was a pun to every one of them. And now when we're seeing these renderings, and as you're getting ready for the big unveiling, it is beautiful. And I think people's opinions are now changing, where they were angry or annoyed at some point where it's like, oh man, more construction, more that we can't look at greenery and beautification. And now that it's here, it's that aha moment. So congratulations to you guys, because this has to be that kind of pivotal, finally it's here, we can breathe moment.
Yeah, no, it feels good for sure. And it was, and I appreciate the kind words. It's nice to kind of make things fun and make things enjoyable and interesting. But honestly, that was kind of necessary, because Market Square is really only a vibrant, welcoming place with those businesses surrounding it. That's the heartbeat of the square. And we needed to do everything that we could to continue to drive traffic and business their way throughout the construction period. Sure. We really couldn't just, close the door and turn off the lights for a year and just kind of reopen later. We had to get everybody through that period. So we did a lot of different opportunities to kind of promote them throughout, including a Shopopoly promotion based off the Monopoly board game that's going on this weekend. Tomorrow's the final day. If you can stop into any 23 participating Market Square businesses, get a game card, and if you get them signed, if you go into 10 different places, you get entered into the grand prize to win a night stay with brunch at the Hilton Garden Inn.
How about that?
And if you get just a couple signatures, you get into some other prize packs. The smallest one, only 3 signatures, gets you into a pack of $500 worth of swag and gift cards to Market Square businesses. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, stop down to Market Square and get your card in.
Jack, you're so good.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, Jack, because what I wanted to say was we need to encourage, if you're nervous about the draft and you say, well, I really don't want to go down into that crowd, this coming Monday, or as you're saying for the Shopopoly, this is the time to go down and see what everything looks like right now, because it's really, by the way, Market Square is still a square. I just want to make sure everybody, it didn't become a circle. It's still a square. But this is the time for people to go down and just kind of try it out and see what all happens before it gets crowdy.
Yeah. Crowdy.
Yeah,
crowdy.
Exactly. Crowdy, that's right.
That's our version of rowdy and crowd. Yeah, we coined it.
Yeah, well, hopefully we're not getting too rowdy. I don't know about that. But we want to see the crowds. We want to see people there. Right. On the draft, I don't think people should be hesitant or nervous.
Right.
I think public transit, PRT, is really ramping up their efforts. Public transit's the way to go. Ubers if you can, and just come down and check it out. I mean, there's going to be so much to do in so many different locations. But going back to Red Up, before we get to the draft, I mean, John, to your point, come down, check it out, and help us clean up. Help us get things ready. That's a great way to get involved.
Jack, I think you say Red Up, you jag off.
There you go. Now I'm an official Yinzer.
There you go.
But it's one of those things where if you really can see the impact you have. You put in an hour or two weeding or painting or cleaning up litter or whatever it may be, and you can turn around and look at the work you just accomplished, and that in and of itself is a feeling of fulfillment that you don't get every day. So it's nice to kind of be able to take advantage of that.
Jack, where does everybody go get details about this, signing up, or just learn more about it?
DowntownPittsburgh.com. We've got it on our homepage, and that's where you can sign up. We have multiple opportunities every day throughout that week.
And Jack, in all seriousness, as John was joking that we wanted to do the Jagoff Helps and get the T-shirts made and all that kind of stuff, we knew that there wasn't going to be enough time for all that, but we are still giving of our time. So we're hoping that our listeners and our followers will join us. We'll let you know when we're going to be down there, and we hope that we see you there because we appreciate so much what you're doing. Thanks so much, Jack. Always a pleasure.
Of course. Can't wait to see you down there.
Same. Yes. Thanks for what you guys do. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKA-radio.com. Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
For 50 years, Center for Victims has stood beside more than 1 million crime victims, providing supportive services and 24/7 crisis response across our community. Join them April 9th for their 50th anniversary gala, lighting candles in the darkness, an inspiring evening of hope, healing, and resilience. Pittsburgh Earth Day's Ecolution Fashion Gala returns this year in a stunning new home, Heinz Hall, April 20th. Presented by Huntington Bank. Experience pop couture, fashion, fame, and obsession. A bold, high-energy dance musical exploring art, identity, and life in the spotlight. Schley Deck and Fence Company. Call today for an estimate on your rotten, rusted, paint-chipping railings. Get your railings safe again by spring. Call 412-515-6575. Schley Deck and Fence. SchleyDeckCompany.com.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
The Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, announces its 26-27 season. 7 evenings to deepen your understanding of the world around you, featuring Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, and the former U.S. Ambassador to China Nicholas Burns. The series is sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James. Tickets on sale now at pittsburghspeakers.org. Larry Richard for Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. Refresh your home with beautiful custom window treatments made in Lachina's Pittsburgh factory. No middlemen, just unbeatable factory direct prices. Save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more. Professionally measured and installed by Lachina. Call 412-665-4900 or go to lachinadrapery.com to schedule a free shop at home appointment or visit one of Lachina's 2 showrooms. Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. The quality you deserve, prices you'll appreciate.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Pittsburgh Mayor Corey O'Connor, very atypical with the NFL draft and all the things that are going on.
We're all excited. You know, it's coming fast. But we also want Pittsburghers, and I say this wherever I go, this is also your city. This is your draft. We're going to have hundreds of thousands of people coming from across the country, but we want Pittsburghers to be ambassadors.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I don't like the song enough to sing it.
Oh, I love this song. This was one of my teenage anthems.
It reminds me of Cartman from South Park.
Different era.
Yeah, exactly. It's John and Rachel, and my dad's joining us. You were entertaining our friends, the Steels. How were they on their post-interview?
They're just such great people.
Yeah.
You know, I could talk to Melvin all day.
Yeah.
And,
so many stories.
yeah, and we both know the same people in the industry, you know.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Holman, you know, and the Times and Dee Dee Sharp and all that stuff. You know, so we talk a lot about the Philly sound as compared to the Pittsburgh sound. You
So,
know?
Jack, do you mind if we kind of divert over to that? Like, I hear the Philly sound. I know
Motown Philly's
I know
back
that song.
again.
What is the Philly sound versus the Detroit sound in music? Or is that really where I would compare to Detroit versus
They're
Philly or
very
New
distinct.
York?
There was three major categories.
Okay.
There was the Motown, which was Detroit. There was the Chicago, the Chi-Town, which is the Impressions and Jerry Butler.
Okay.
And then you got the Philly sound, which was Gamble and Huff.
Okay.
You know, or Philly International.
All right.
And that sound was like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the Delphonics. They all had that one distinct. You could tell their music
Like a harmony? Was it more
no? Probably the rhythms more.
Oh, okay.
You know, Detroit was more of a soulful dance type thing.
I see.
Where the Philly sound was more harmonic, but then later turned to be in direct competition with Motown with the Philadelphia International sound. You know what I mean? So. And then Pittsburgh sound is in there somewhere too, because people don't even realize that Pittsburgh, we have our own sound here. Mm-hmm. When you think about the groups that come out of here, like Georgie Benson and the Marcells and the Vogues and the Jaggers, you know, we had our own sound here too, but it didn't get the attention that Philly and Chicago and Detroit did because there was big recording studios there.
Yeah. So in Detroit, who was the gentleman that had the main guy up there?
Berry Gordy.
Right. Was there a person? Was it Gamble and Huff?
Gamble and Huff were probably
Philadelphia?
the spearhead there,
Yeah.
and Curtis Mayfield was in.
Okay.
You know.
How about that? Little music. This is the kind of
You
stuff
learned.
you get when you go down to Johnny Angel's Beachy stuff, and Melvin Steels just happens to be there, and he might even sing a bar or two with
And
Johnny
I
Angel.
tried to pretend I knew something and jumped in on the Delphonics versus the Stylistics.
And they were like,
never again.
Yeah, talk to the palm, Rach.
Yeah, never again.
So,
That is so funny.
But in the meantime, so there's a Pittsburgh taste.
Yes.
And that taste is strawberry Jell-O pretzels.
Dad, we never did any of that. I don't remember ever having
No.
strawberry Jell-O
We've had
pretzel.
it.
Yeah.
Usually one of the answers, somebody always brought it.
That's what John always says. Yeah. I don't remember it as being a staple, though.
No.
You know,
it
like
was definitely
so many...
a staple on the O'Loughlin side of the
Yeah.
Chamberlains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's two different styles. Well, you probably know. You guys are kings and queens of it. But, you know, some people use the round pretzels and that, but the stick pretzels, what we always use. You know, the little skinny stick ones.
Yeah.
You know, and you break them in three pieces.
Sure.
You know.
Okay. Mike, let's get producer Mike in here
Oh,
because
boy.
Mike, you
Producer
missed
Mike
us.
is an angry guy.
We missed talking to you last week because somehow somebody got the note that we had a hall pass. But but in the meantime, are you a strawberry Jell-O pretzel salad fan? Before you answer that, was it part of your family history and you weren't a fan, or part of your family history and you were a fan?
It's not part of my family history. I'm not a fan.
Neither.
Listen to his voice. He is not a happy camper. Mike is that guy that tells it like it is. He does not like it. Mike, what is it? Is it the texture? Is it the flavor? Is it the just the mixing of the flavors?
Yes,
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm very vanilla.
Oh, we know.
with stuff.
We are going to purposely buy you a ticket to come to our strawberry Jell-O pretzel salad standoff because you need to see that there are so many different renditions of
There
it.
is.
You know, there's cookies, there's ice cream. There's one year we had a tiramisu.
Yeah, but I don't like strawberries. So we're just canceling out everything.
We got to go, Mike. We got to go. Yeah.
Mike, the crazy part is I don't like cream cheese, but this is the only way I'll eat cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not everybody uses
cream cheese. It's just I don't like strawberries.
We know.
Oh, it's the strawberry part of it. All right. Do you eat any kind of Jell-O, or Jell-O's icky too? Just
I don't mind Jell-O.
Okay, just strawberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Mike, we can't have you as a judge, but we'd love to have you as the the on-floor reporter, like your sports reporting.
There you go.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that part, Mike. But we are excited that it's returning. It's May 16th at the Block Northway. We have so far 11 confirmed purveyors. What I'm really excited about, I'm just going to throw out, this year we have Love Katie Distilling. Dad, one of your favorite people. You love her.
Who's that?
Katie. Love Katie Distilling.
Absolutely. What a great lady.
She's fantastic. And she is actually going to produce a mocktail.
Unreal.
So that will be pretty cool to see what that tastes like. Mike, what are we thinking about a mocktail? Yes, there will still be some semblance of strawberry, so you're out, right?
Well, if you're talking in other forms of indulging, I could maybe
twist your arm,
forego.
Okay. Mike, if there were. What would get you to eat a strawberry? If there were 4 Penguin tickets in a box, including parking, beer, and pizza,
would you? Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm not that picky.
Everybody has their tolerance level, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that on you because I don't even know, Dad. Do you know that John hates ketchup?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, it makes me gag, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
How could
Makes
you be
him
from
sick.
Pittsburgh?
I know. That's my Pittsburgh sin, right? They take my Yinzer card for that.
So my question to you is, if you could,
Rachel,
listen to me.
Rachel.
If you could be,
I'm gonna gag thinking about it.
I'm trying to think of something you would really want to see, like the Eagles reunion show, front row. Look at his face.
Oh.
And then a Penguin game the night after to eat a packet of ketchup.
A packet.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Look, I told you when my
What do you
kids
put on French fries?
salt.
Oh, gee.
Or steak sauce. But my kids did a truth or dare when I was little, when they were
Younger.
little, at the Stroll Inn, and they put a teaspoon of ketchup on the tip of my tongue, and I had to hold it there, and it was the.
Don't you think his face is hysterical?
I went to
He can't
the
take it.
bathroom and scrubbed my tongue off.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks when he was in
Yes,
those corners.
exactly. From Big. Yes. I don't think there's anything that I dislike that much. I'm trying to like beets. So that's been my thing. And I wanted to declare this. I'm so excited. So I've tried beets. So many great chefs in this city. I want to say it was the Renaissance who had a really good salad with like goat cheese and beets that I did like. I think Russell Howard took us, John.
Pickled beets.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Liked that. I didn't love it. And again, they have fantastic food. It's just my dislike for beets, not the way they prepared it. And so I purposefully order things with beets so that I can try to like them. Yesterday, we went to where?
Well, we got it at the Warhol.
What's the cafe? Warhol. The Warhol Cafe had beet flavored hummus. Phenomenal. It's my new fave. It's John
Really?
and Rachel 100.1 FM.
We're talking food next.
1020 KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Pros, just because something on the job runs out doesn't mean you have to. Order it on the Lowe's app. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $25. Get the fasteners, hardware, or tools you need to keep the job moving. Order by 2 p.m. and get eligible in-stock items delivered right to your job site by 8 p.m. Members get more at Lowe's. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
News, weather, traffic, and business every day. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Heather Bosch. Organizers claim 8 million people attended today's No Kings rallies to protest President Trump's policies, a record for a one-day peaceful protest. CBS's Christian Benavides.
Among those at the Washington, D.C. protest, Vietnam War veteran Walter Finn.
This protest means everything that I went to war, supposedly went to war for. And that was an illegal war just like many of the others. You know, we have to learn to stop this.
In Paris, Americans living abroad and Europeans banded together to speak out.
He made 3 campaign promises. No more wars, lower prices, and release the Epstein files.
The White House calls the rallies Trump derangement therapy sessions. CBS's Holly Williams now with the latest on the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran.
We knocked out 97% of the launchers.
But Iran is still launching missiles, doing damage here in Israel overnight.
And Iran's Revolutionary Guard today threatened to target U.S. universities in the Middle East after claiming U.S.-Israeli strikes had destroyed 2 Iranian universities. The Guard's given the U.S. a noon Monday deadline to condemn the bombings or face retaliation. TSA agents could start getting paid as soon as Monday under a directive signed by President Trump, but many have already quit during the partial government shutdown. CBS's Allie Bauman reports.
The patience of travelers like McKee Mason is wearing thin.
Like, whatever y'all's petty arguments are, it's not really relevant to us, and this is not the way people want government to be involved in their lives.
Lines have been so long in Houston, this flyer packed as lunch.
Oranges, snacks, hummus and chips, and a thermos of coffee.
A golfing legend is out of jail, though he faces charges of impaired driving and property damage. More from CBS's Nicole Valdez.
Tiger Woods released from a Florida jail late Friday night, hours after his arrest on suspicion of driving under the influence. The overturned SUV golf icon Tiger Woods crawled out of Friday, just moments after authorities say he was speeding and slammed into the back of a pickup truck near his Jupiter Island home.
More Americans are using AI to file their taxes, but should they?
A new Adobe poll finds 26% of Americans are using AI tools like ChatGPT to file their tax returns this year, up 11% from last year. But experts warn the technology can deliver outdated or inaccurate guidance. IRS.gov and other government websites aren't always updated with the latest tax rules and deductions, and some chatbots may not be aware of the tax changes in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCopel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday. Scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
We may soon get a deeper look inside the NYPD now that a lawsuit has been settled.
The city of New York has resolved a legal tangle with the son of TV's Dr. Phil over a reality show he's making about the NYPD. The settlement was reached yesterday. It allows the city to retain editorial control over the series after the NYPD accused Jordan McCraw and his production company of trying to wrest it away. Dr. Phil is hosting the series called Behind the Badge. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
The movie Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, is holding firm in first place in its second weekend, earning a projected $45 to $50 million, according to Box Office Mojo. Disney Pixar's Hoppers is second in its fourth weekend, earning about $13 million, and outpacing Warner Brothers' horror flick They Will Kill You, which is expected to earn just over $6 million. I'm Heather Bosch, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 30. Then nice tomorrow under clouds and sunshine, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. Breezy Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Ka Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Rachel and John here, as you heard, and we teased up that we're going to talk about a little food because we were talking about strawberry Jell-O pretzel salad, which I'm not sure it makes it to the Easter Passover,
table?
The Easter kind of table, yeah. Because
I guess it
it's
depends,
really more
right?
of like a picnic thing, I think. But, what we wanted to do, though, is stir up the Easter table. So, I do a ham, I do cheesy potatoes, I do green beans.
When did you start talking like that?
That kind of thing. I'm just saying how, dramatically saying how boring I feel
it's
like
your
it's
blah blah.
getting. Yes.
Gotcha.
So, who else to call in for this one, Rach?
Chef Donato! We need Kid Mental. We need Kid Mental.
Yeah. Chef D, are you on the line? Nope. All right.
Oh,
all right.
Chef
Well, the
D.
good news is we have Chef Jack here.
Well, wait, listen, the cliffhanger was, Dad, I was talking about not loving beets. I've said this my whole life. My brother's kids literally will pop open a can of beets and eat it out of the can. I'm so envious because there's so many nutrients in it. And I'm trying to like it. And I told you were so excited that I was going to like something. And you were like, oh, because it was beets. Chickpeas. I mean, I love it. I love that. Why are you like, doesn't sound good to you?
What?
Hummus.
I'm just not a hummus fan.
Oh, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
no.
I didn't know that.
I love chickpeas.
Yes, but not hummus.
But there's something about hummus that...
Do you think it's the texture?
I don't know. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fat guy. I'll eat
You're
anything.
not, but
it's like,
I love it. I love it. What could you make me that's beet related?
I can make it. One of my favorites is a mixture of beets and... parsnips and turnips.
Oh.
And
so all like root.
Root.
Yeah.
And then you can also do the same recipe with mashing them.
Oh, okay.
So now you get the beet flavor, but it's not overpowering of the other, because the other ones will take over the flavor.
Okay. Yeah. And I know you've made me you've been on this kick and I love it, where you're just putting various vegetables and so that I could steam them.
Yeah.
Different flavors, just a little of this, little Worcestershire, maybe some garlic, and then literally in a Ziploc, put it in the microwave and boom, they're done. That's been so helpful.
Paprika.
Yes, that's the key to so many things. Do we have Chef D now? Is that what's happening? Okay, I know we're waiting. Oh, I see him. Hi, Chef D.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Chef D. There we go. Listen, let's repeat that. And because you don't want to have your Easter table so boring with just the cheesy potatoes and green beans and ham, we have
Chef
D. All right. And we have Jack Johnny Angel Hunt over here too, Chef D. So welcome to KDKA. We appreciate you taking time. You're actually working tonight, so you got kind of said, hey, I got to take a smoke radio break and get out of there, right?
That's it. So I also have, my beautiful Irish woman next to me over here, Barb. So
hi, Barb.
Barb. Barb, lean into there. Lean into there. Go right behind him there. There you go. Come on, Barb. Get in there. There you go. All right. Cool. All right.
We had an event called Frost and Flame over at the club tonight. So anytime we do events like this, I'll normally stop in. We like to come in and participate and enjoy the fruits of my labor. So,
and where is the club? Where are you a chef right now?
I'm the general manager at Treesdale Golf and Country Club.
How about
I'm sorry. This is the second time tonight I stand corrected. I called Melvin Steels Mr. Melvin Steels. It's Doctor, and now you are the general manager.
Yeah, no, but I'm still Chef D. I still do all my individual events, and I still have that I call it my 21 deep list of just private things I do. So the most recent one I did was over at the Iron City Distillery for leukemia and lymphoma. Yeah,
okay.
So friends of ours, and that's about the 25th year that I've been part of that one.
Is that right?
So I still do a lot of the charity events and functions, but I do a lot of private chef work now.
Chef D, this is so 6 degrees of Pittsburgh because literally last night we had Liam, who was from the Panthers for Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
Franklin Regional.
That was the event, right? It was the symphony.
Yeah, that was his event.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
You're
crazy.
Right. I thought he was coming too. Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, it was. So I had to do. I did 120 steaks, 89 pork chops, and 2,000 lollipop lamb chops.
Oh my God!
And I had the beautiful one with me and our grandson. So
nice. All right,
but,
so Chef D, we know you're a Treesdale general manager. We know that you're always. We appreciate when we have you call us for panics. So look. Ham covered in brown sugar, green beans, cheesy potatoes. Help me pick up my Easter meal, please. Do you have anything you can help me with?
Yeah, so I know. I'll tell you this much. Coming from an Italian family, our dinner usually it's more of a brunch type, 12 in the afternoon type thing. Okay. A lot of it consists of because you go the whole month without having meat, a lot of things. So some families, it starts on Palm Sunday, right?
Sure.
And I've never experienced lamb on Easter. It's always lamb on Palm Sunday. Easter, because every family, back then and from, the old country, Southern Italy was poor, right? It's not a rich so if you have one pig for your whole family, you kill that pig in the winter, and a lot of the product is dried sausages, prosciuttos, things like that. You use the whole pig, right? And you start to eat that around Easter time. You also do a lot of sweets and pastries and cheese type pastries, meaning, you have pizza rustica. Some people call it pizza gaina. Some people call it pizza Siena. And it's like a quiche, but it has that dried salumi and cured product in it and some cheeses. So that's really hearty. A lot of frittata and things like that. Or things that we do. And because it's springtime, so a lot of it's with asparagus or with broccoli or with rapini or broccoli rabe, some people call it, different mushroom frittatas. And this is all like brunch lunchtime, right? On Easter. And then the breads and the pastries, which are outstanding. So my mother's family, Di Natale's, are Sicilian, and my dad's family is Napolitan, Coluccio. So I get the best of both worlds, right? Because to me, the Sicilians do the best baking and pastry in the world.
Listen, Chef D, I love you, but I got to jump in here. So my mother was a Brutzes, and I think they make the best. And my husband's family, I really hope my mother-in-law's not listening because she's the Sicilian, and I don't think the Sicilians are as good at cooks as the Abruzzes. I'm just going to say it. Sorry.
Well, it's
Easter different. So you know what it is? It's because Sicilian is a little bit of Greek, a little bit of Italian, a little bit of Arab, a little bit of everything, because it's not in that one spot where the countries come together. But the other thing, too, is on the Sicilian side, you eat the national dish is pasta con lessard, right? And that's pasta with sardines. And sardines right now are in season in the springtime. That's when you get the best sardines.
I did not know that. Right? My dad's a huge... I know he's dying to say something. Go ahead, Dad.
I got to ask you, Chef, do you do Easter pie?
Yeah, Easter pie.
That's what we did in our family.
And what is that?
How did you do yours?
Like a quiche. In
quiche, yeah. So like a quiche. So
absolutely.
That's the thing. Every family does it the same, but a little bit different from family to family.
More
so
meat.
I was getting at, we put the ham and the sausage and stuff in it.
Yep.
And then we also do on the Sicilian side, we do the rice pie with golden raisin, and then on my mother's side, on my dad's side, it was just ricotta pie.
Yeah, my
and
mom did that too.
Yeah. And on the Sicilian, we would put some cassata, which is like the candied fruit, on some things. Sometimes you see them in cannoli, right?
Yep.
But I think overall, that's more of what we would do. We never buy in now that our family's so big and we have second cousins and grandkids, and not everybody's Italian. I'm like the last thoroughbred, me and my sisters and my cousins, that we have to have ham. I live with the Irish Queen, so she does the potatoes, right?
Sure,
Everybody loves them. No one does a better potato. But a lot of it is, and then also too, in that frittata, some people, my grandmother, my dad's mother, used to put potatoes in it too.
Oh yeah,
Chef D, stand by. Will you hang with us through the break? Because this Irish guy is so hungry for all this Italian food. It's Rachel and John, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
Is your child glued to their phone, endlessly scrolling Instagram, watching TikTok, living on Snapchat or YouTube? If so, they may be silently developing a serious addiction to social media platforms. Countries all around the world are banning these highly addictive apps for kids under 16. Go to socialmedia66.com right now to see if you qualify for potential compensation. Lawsuits worth millions now allege major social media companies intentionally design these platforms to addict kids under 18. Research links excessive use to depression, anxiety, eating disorders, inappropriate adult exposure, and even suicidal thoughts. If your child suffered serious emotional or psychological harm tied to social media use, you may qualify for potential compensation. Go to socialmedia66.com for a free case review. That's socialmedia66.com.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services by the Goldwater Law Firm in Phoenix, Arizona. Primary legal services performed by co-counsel law firms. For additional disclaimers, go to goldwaterlawfirm.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-284-1238. 800-284-1238. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. 800-284-1238.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market team when they discuss seafood, Seder meals, and family traditions. It's the Coons Cooking Hour presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Serenading our guests.
In a fast car. Fast enough so we can drive
Chef
away.
D, you're catching that? You're like, hey, I came on here to listen to Rachel sing. There you go.
I love it.
I
can't know we're having a good time.
You're like, I thought Johnny Angel was in that studio. Have him sing. Yeah.
Anyway, Chef
You know,
D.
I wanted to touch up. He mentioned something. He said Easter pie, right? That's what all those are. That's what the pizza Ghana.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Same thing. And that's what everybody here in Pittsburgh would know that as. Most people.
It is true.
You know,
well, and you're right. My mother ended up calling it meat pie, right? Because so that we understood.
So much meat.
Yeah, because there, like you said, there's the prosciutto. There's so many different dried meats
And a
that
lot
are
of
in
ricotta.
it.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Some people just use ham. Other people, I know my sister makes it, and she puts pepperoni in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just regular pepperoni, right?
I'll be over.
And, so everybody has their little spin.
Yes. Now for us, not that anyone asked, but my mother always made a leg of lamb because it was my dad's favorite. We are not, nobody else eats it. We do what she would say the American meal for Easter because, it was just, that's what everybody else got used to.
But Chef, when you mentioned about the lamb pops, lollipops, I've been making them at home like 2 times a week.
What is that?
It's a rack of lamb cut like chops. And I do mine in a cast iron skillet with a little bit of it's all you need.
It's all you need. I love them. I love them, and it's like I say, I eat all the holiday food anytime I want it. That's the best part about it.
There you go. Now
you can make whatever you want whenever you want it.
Chef, the fact that you're at Treesdale right now, let's shout that out. That's a private club, right? I can only go there if I'm invited, or do you actually have events that are open to the public that people could come to?
No, we have some. We're private members.
Sure.
We have different membership types. We have a resort style pool.
Okay.
We just had a $7 million renovation last year when I got here. 27 holes, but yeah, we do events where people from the outside can come in and use the clubhouse dining facilities and things like that. We do some a lot of charity golf outings, things like that.
Look at John trying to come in. Did you notice? He's like,
we might do a drive-by. I don't know. You guys, something like that.
Listen, I'm all in for the charity golf outing for the meal part. I'm not in for the golf
he
part
said
of
the
the
porch
charity.
tour.
Oh, no. What? Yes.
We have a huge back porch, man.
Oh, maybe that's the winning prize.
I mean, we got to think about it.
You know who I want to shout out here is Chef Nick Saxon.
Yes. I was going to ask, but I didn't know if it was a secret.
We love him. Chef Nick.
He's here, man.
Yep.
He left the Renaissance, and he's there.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
Yeah,
he's here. So, and Nick is, we've been good people with each other for a long time, and he's a lot of fun. I'm so happy he came over.
He's such a good chef. Yeah,
that's an all-star team.
Yeah.
I know, right? Who doesn't want to go live there, right? Between the
and
two
I
of
laugh,
you.
and you guys know, my good friend Bonnie Diver, she found out and starts calling. Well, when are we going to do something? I said, well, we're going to always do yours over Marinick, but maybe we'll move it here. We don't know.
There you go.
And you guys know I love you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, you've been a fan or a supporter, I should say, not necessarily a fan, but a supporter
I'm
for
a fan too, man. I'm a
so
big
many
fan.
years, and we appreciate that. So,
Well, can I tell you guys a quick
do it.
Chef D story? So I looked very cool and very popular with the young crowd a couple of weeks ago because my son was home for spring break, and he and his girlfriend have been together for 9 years, and they were meeting their best friends, Anastasia and Vinny. And I ended up coming up in the conversation because Anastasia said, "Oh my gosh, my boss knows your mom." And it was you.
Oh, that's right. I do know this.
I know. I was like, wow. Yeah, it was pretty cool to be able to have that.
We talked about that.
Mhm.
We talked about that.
Pretty
That was
cool
great,
conversation. So thank you for letting me be at the cool kid table just by knowing you, Chef D.
Oh, I'm telling you, I talk about you guys all the time, man. I love your show. I tell everybody. I just saw Scott Baker on there the other day, and
yep,
he's great too. And and
good people
Johnny
know
Ain't
good
the
people.
best.
Well,
all right. So give me.
Jack's the best.
I need a little help here. Cheesy potatoes. Okay. We have them because that's what my mom always had. Just throw. How can I fix up my cheesy potatoes? How can I fix up my ham? Any thoughts? Either you or Jack, because both of you are in the kitchen way more experienced.
My dad's not going to make cheesy potatoes, but go ahead.
I'm Irish, but I can't handle cheesy potatoes.
That's the beautiful one here. I like sour cream, but I heard people using real rich Greek yogurt in their cheesy potatoes.
Okay.
But sour cream, chives, and here's the other key I like to put in there is I like to use a little bit of onion powder.
Oh, really?
It's got to be granulated. Yes, granulated. I think you want to use fresh onions, all this, and I get it. But there are a couple dried items that you can add to that. And the other thing is, it's not cheating, but powdered cheese. You can buy some powdered cheese.
Oh.
Put a little bit of that in there. You can buy it at different specialty shops. You can buy powdered blue cheese, or you could buy powdered cheddar cheese. And they're not chemical laced. They're natural. They're just dehydrated. To me, that puts a real richness to that.
That's not the powdered cheese from the macaroni and cheese, Kraft macaroni and cheese mix, right?
No. That's why I say it's not that. But there's nothing wrong with that either. And on the ham front, I always say with the ham, less is more.
Is that right? Yeah.
You get a nice bone-in ham, and if anything, I'm traditional with that, ginger ale and pineapple.
My grandmother used to make it with beer. They always had poured beer baked it in beer, but I always use it brown sugar. I don't know what any of it does, but
Chef D, John always monopolizes the conversation, and he started a new segment here called Ask Chef D Anything when it comes to recipes. So I'm going to follow along with that trend. I am looking, you have a minute and a half. I am looking for something to make me like beets. Tell me what I could eat that is beet related that I would like. Beets and what?
Related?
Yes. Beets and what that would make me like beets?
Beets and goat cheese melted, but put a little bit of brown sugar or caramelized sugar like a brulee. So you roast the beets first with the skin on. Take the skin off, cut them in half, put it over there, put a little bit of honey, put the goat, also Roquefort cheese or Gorgonzola cheese, and then put a little bit of the brown sugar or raw sugar on it and brulee those under the broiler.
Dad, did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Thank you, Chef. That's going in my book now.
He said that's going in his book.
Yeah, the goat cheese, but I also like it with Gorgonzola. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
And Beautiful likes balsamic on that too.
Oh, okay. I can hear that. That sounds delicious. Chef D, it is always a pleasure to catch up with you. Where can everybody find you and follow you online so that they can find out more about all the amazing things that you do?
So I just am redoing my Facebook and my Instagram. So I have to get it set up. I'll send it in to you, but I'm at Diamond Chef D on Instagram. They can follow me. I have it on private now, but if they got me from you guys, I'll let them on.
We love you.
And then Facebook the same, because with the private chef stuff and doing all that, I want to blast it at some point and make sure I'm not as good as these young guys with that social media.
Please.
Remember, I'm a business card guy. Still.
You are. Well, we adore you. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell Beautiful we said hello. Happy Easter. Bona Pasquale, right? Yeah. Isn't that it?
Bona Pasqua.
Thank you.
One last thing with that. The bread. You do the bread with the egg inside of it. That's what Pasqua is. It's the bread with the egg.
I love it. Yeah. You're the best, Chef D.
Everybody has a version of it. Italian, Polish, German, Irish. Everything.
All of our cultures. Guys. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM at AM 1020, KDKA.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief.
Two dead left to die on snow-filled streets. Alex pretty every day.
Bruce Springsteen at a No Kings event in Minneapolis, one of thousands protesting President Trump. But the White House says only reporters paid to cover those events care about them. As the U.S.-Israeli war against Iran enters a fifth week, CBS's Holly Williams reports.
Iran's leaders are wielding a powerful economic weapon. With strikes and the threat of mines, Iran has effectively paralyzed traffic through the Strait of Hormuz.
A TSA supervisor frustrated that Congress has failed to pass a deal to fully fund and reopen the federal government.
So they're going home for their 2-week recess so they can go collect their golden Easter eggs and all their extra little campaign contributions while my kids aren't going to have anything in their Easter eggs, okay?
President Trump signed a directive to pay TSA agents starting as early as Monday. CBS News Brief, I'm Heather Bosch.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is a message from your sponsor, Intuit TurboTax. This year, file your taxes with TurboTax and hand everything off to one of the thousands of experts who can get you filed online with 100% accuracy. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in the iOS mobile app.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mainly clear tonight, low 30. It turns out partly sunny and pleasant tomorrow, high 59. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 49. And warmer on Monday with afternoon showers, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Carl Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, we'll be back on Monday. Stay warm, get through the weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday. Lots to talk about. 2 to 6 right here, KDK.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Here we go.
I know.
Winding down.
Where did the time go?
Right.
I know.
Mike said the same thing. He goes, boy, this show was so good. It went that fast.
Oh, did he?
No, he didn't say that.
I didn't think so. I didn't even see him. He's laughing. But he is excited that I found the producer button last night. I heard you telling him Rachel found the producer button, and he said, oh, God. Listen, Mike, I have to tell you this story. I'm going to put my headphones on. So last night, we recorded the podcast, and we have a musician on every single week, and our musicians were there, and John and I were plugging the fact that I'm turning 50 in May, and on April 18th, I am singing with Totally 80s at Jurgles, and I'm doing one song. Like, it's really not, I just, me, I love to sing anything. I don't care how I sound. It doesn't offend me. It's all good. And you people who get mad when I do it, shame on you. You, Jay Overtans. So the musician, John goes, give them a little excerpt of what the songs are. So there's 4 song choices, right? And I gave a little singing example of each of those songs. And afterward, the musician said, are you a singer? And I said, I'm not, but thank you so much for asking. So I just wanted to point that out to you, Mike, that I was called out, that they thought I was an actual musician. Now, how do you feel? Do you feel bad? No.
Just some moral support for you, so you don't have stage fright.
That is funny because people are like, do you think you'll get nervous? I do, as you know, I don't get nervous in front of people.
Have you ever seen the Andy Griffith Show?
Of course.
And when Barney joins the choir.
You're too young to know that. That's so funny.
Oh, Mike, that's funny.
Thanks, Mike. Anyway,
Mike, we're going to get you a ticket so you could go with us.
He's like, I'm good. Yeah, he's good.
We're going to have a strawberry jello pretzel salad birthday cake for her, too, to welcome you
I
there.
just want to disclose, though, I do not think I'm good. I am not telling people to come because I'm trying to have a debut. It's none of that. It's because the joke has been, John tells Tracy when she's booking things like, I want to do this or I want this person, and Tracy makes it happen. And all I ever said was I wanted to play Rizzo, and it never came to fruition. So secondly was I want to sing an 80s song.
Yeah.
Thank God for Liz from Totally 80s because she's making it happen.
Do you want to run through those 4 songs for Mike and the rest of the audience?
Sure. It's Hit Me With Your Best. Look at Mike's face.
Mike, she's going to say that.
Hit me with your best shot. Come on, Mike. Fire away.
That's song number 1.
Mm-hmm. We Got the Beat. I'm not even singing it because I just don't like that song.
Okay.
We got the beat.
But isn't that who
we got the beat.
people say you look like?
That?
Belinda Carlisle,
Belinda
right?
Carlisle.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Let him.
You just love to do this to me. And then it's Material Girl, which Margot came right out and said, no way, you're not a Material Girl person, which is true. That is not my I'm a Madonna fan, but not.
But you could sing it very well.
Not very well, but I could, sure. None of them are hard songs. Thank goodness. And then the last one is I Think We're Alone Now, which, Dad, I have to tell you, I think I'm choosing that because I tell the story that when I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany came out, you were livid. Do you remember this?
I do.
You were not a happy camper because you said, who is this bubblegum person singing this song that my friends, Tommy James and the Shondells.
And they wrote it, yes.
I know. So funny. So,
Mike, do you have a choice on which one of those? Do you have a selection?
Think We're Alone Now. Come on, Mike. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
We got the beat. Mike said we got the beat. You were
no, that's
you
my
were
least
stepping
favorite.
on him. Yeah, why we got the beat, Mike?
Because I don't like
that's
it.
her least favorite.
I had pressure builds diamonds.
I love this guy. I do. You know, that gives me now. You know I'm crazy, and now I'm going to be like I'm singing that just because Mike said. You know?
Right.
Anyway, so we're excited. We just more so support local music. Liz, Totally 80s, great band, and Jurgles has obviously been around, part of our family forever.
Yep.
And we would just love to have people come out and hang out.
It's April 18th, Saturday, and it is like $10 to get a ticket. You do have to get a ticket because there's an actual show that people are paying for.
Absolutely.
To see Totally 80s. And then we're going to have a little section on the side where we're going to hang out to not only get Rachel to do the one song, but scream so loud she has to do an encore.
That's not happening. It's just one song. No, it's not. I don't know.
We'll get crazy. We'll get crowdy.
Oh, Crowdy. Yeah,
I'll be singing at Jurgles on the 6th of May.
I was just going to say, so then, John, I don't even know if you know this.
No.
Our friend, Cindy Yates, who has done Cindy Stock for years, you know, about 3 years ago, my dad was a part of Cindy Stock.
Right.
And that's when we all had the honor and privilege of meeting Henry Diltz.
Sure.
Who was a renowned photographer for Woodstock.
Yep.
And during that time, I think that was one of her celebratory, it was one of the milestones, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
And she brought in a gentleman who performed with Bonnie Raitt and was actually touring with Bonnie Raitt, among others.
Yeah, and Maria Moldauer.
Yes.
And Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
And Edison Lighthouse. I mean, he's one of the great
and what's his name?
musicians. Freebo. Most musicians know who he is.
You know how musicians are. So he's passing through Pittsburgh to go to another show and said to my dad, I'd love to be able to have a pit stop. So my dad called his friends, and Drusky and Jurgles are having Freebo perform there. So my dad's going to have a little cameo.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, so we'll be going back to watch him sing on May 6th.
Right. How about that? Nice. All right. Well, this is all working out very, very well.
Yeah.
I like it. We're going to be, there are so many places we need to hang out over the weekends here.
I know.
We're going to have to just do live broadcasts.
Well, and we were talking about the draft and how great it is and the 3 events that we are doing and how excited we are for it to come in and what it will honestly do for our city, because we love to show off our city. We're all Pittsburghers, proud of it. And we are anxious for these 500-some thousand people to come in and see it. And Dad, talk a little bit about why it's important. Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff is right there off of Beaver Avenue. And we're thinking that with it being so close to Acrisure, this could be something that people, they need to know more about it to come check it out.
I will definitely be open more days for that, because I was just saying before that that rickshaw that it pulls people up and down the street that goes to the Steeler games.
Yes.
Their headquarters where they hang out is right in front of my Ginchi
stuff, right.
So I'm thinking, wow, this is really cool because, you tell some people there's things on this side of the river also that's going on, like the Bicycle Museum and Randyland and my place, and the three of us have been voted in Pittsburgh as 3 of the top 10 places to visit when you're in a burg, So I'm thinking that because of the amount of people coming in, and 80% of the people who come in Ginchi stuff are not from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They're all, they're from out of state, out of country, the whole bit. So I'm looking to show off Pittsburgh a lot.
For sure. And TripAdvisor ranks you among, like you said, one of the places for people to visit. For people who don't know, and I know we've talked about it before, but it is a retail location for unique things, for giftables and things like that. But as John loves to point out, it's an entire museum. It's a mecca of history.
Let's stick with the retail side because the gem I found there is a pirate's jacket, one-of-a-kind pirate's jacket, and from an actual pirate. Yeah, Frankie Tavares. So I go, Jack, I like this. He goes, take it. I'm like, what? and I get compliments every time I wear it. Now, it is literally an old-fashioned Letterman's jacket. Like, it's heavy. So it's not something I'm going to wear on opening day unless it's really cold. But I love that jacket I get. So that's the kind of stuff, the nostalgia stuff that you have down there.
That's right.
The Monkees. You have New
Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. That's what I was trying. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
McHammer.
Yeah.
MC.
Oh, yeah. Mick Hammer, the Irish guy.
MC Hammer, yeah. There's so many different. Well, and I always joke every time you're on that anytime we got something as kids, there was always a duplicate that was not able to be taken out of the box. And those are the things that are down there. Yeah, pretty cool.
So many things down there. Paintings, records, everything. It's just concert artwork.
Yeah.
So many different genres of things. Yeah.
Let alone when Jack takes you through the museum part of it. And again, I always tell the story like, I don't know some of this stuff, but he starts singing the songs. You're like, get out of town.
I know it. Yeah.
A couple of pirates even recorded an album, and you have their stuff.
Well, Elroy Faze, who just passed away, I have his guitar when him and Hal Smith performed at the $2 for $1 at the Holiday House.
Isn't that crazy?
And open every single weekend, specifically Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, during the draft, you're going to open a little more. And I'm going to hold myself accountable. My dad has been asking for years when I'm going to write the book about his life. Right?
Melvin just asked me, when's your daughter writing
And I texted him about a month ago, and I said, as soon as Adeline's plays unwind, I'm going to come spend an hour on Saturday or Sunday, and we are going to write this book. And it's going to be out of my mom's perspective.
There you go.
So there you go. Yeah, we're excited for that.
It was all around your mother's dining room table.
All around it. There you go. I cried last night. I'm not crying tonight. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
We're only 28 days until the draft. Everything you need to know surrounding the draft is right here. It's brought to you by Bill Few Associates Wealth Management, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
As veterans, we've dealt with noise. From chains clanking as they're clamped onto cargo, to orders coming down the chain of command. We can handle that kind of noise. Back home, the noise is different. Seems like everyone's talking all at once and over each other because they just want to be heard. They're taking selfies and oversharing. But we know that it's not about hearing. It's about listening. Listening to what's actually happening with our fellow veterans. Understanding each other because we share the same experiences, the same vocabulary, following the same paths that others have walked. If only we can pick up the trail. Make the Connection is a place for veterans to hear stories from other veterans. Listen and learn about why you're not alone at maketheconnection.net.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donor Shoes is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
Think back to the last time you were in nature. What comes to mind? Hiking through a lush forest, floating on a lazy river, or perhaps watching a vibrant sunset on a beach full of glistening plastic bottles and food wrappers. Unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Here in the U.S., we generate the most plastic waste in the world, with 70% of it ending up in landfills. And by the time you're done listening to this ad, more than a dump truck's worth of plastic will have made it into the ocean. Plastic has become a useful part of our everyday lives, but it's polluting the air, water, and soil that all life needs to survive. This is a human problem that can be solved with human action. But it's going to take all of us, from individuals to businesses to governments and everyone in between. Help create a cleaner future for both people and nature. Visit wwf.earth/plastics.
14 years in prison for killing a young woman. A 15-year sentence for a crash that caused 3 deaths. 12 and a half years for killing a child and critically injuring her mother. All true stories. All caused by marijuana-impaired drivers. No matter what you tell yourself, if you feel different, you drive different. So, if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Join Rob Pratt every Sunday at 11 a.m. for Black and Gold Sunday, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer. Rob keeps you posted on Pittsburgh sports with 2 hours of exciting talk. That's Black and Gold Sunday, 11 to 1, presented each week by Coons Market.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right. We're winding up Saturday. Winding down, or are we winding up? I'm not really sure which one we're doing, but we're getting ready to end
it's the whole,
this
is
show.
the glass half full or half empty?
And the tradition has always been that Rachel brings up the national calendar days, and I was looking through them myself. And
yes, laughing.
One of them is actually juxtaposed against the other, I think, which might be the first time we've ever said juxtaposed.
I know what you're going to say.
So, Mike, are you in on this?
Of course.
Okay.
He loves this. This is how we end every Saturday.
Right.
Only when Mike is here. Mike, I just want you to know that we do not play this with any other producer.
Really?
No,
Right.
It's only you. Angry Mike. And Dad, I'm sure you don't know this, but so there's this thing called National Calendar Days. And it came because we started doing this because John said, it's crazy to me that there's like a national day for everything. So now we read through them and actually comment on why in the heck they are. The first one is it Love Your Cat, John?
I see that. Yeah. Love Your Cat Day.
Con, I know you're listening and you know how I feel about cats. Can't help it.
But Jack, I thought he liked cats because he just went like a prayer.
I love animals.
He does love animals.
Cats get on. They're cute.
Okay.
When they're kittens.
We had a cat when we were I was young.
Mike, cat person?
I actually have a cat.
Yeah. There you go.
If you saw me with my cat, you'd think it's two different people.
Well, it is Respect Your Cat Day, so go home and respect your cat.
Yes.
I worship my cat.
Oh my God.
That's sweet. That's cool.
That is so funny. Go ahead. Talk about what's juxtaposed, John.
So it's National Triglycerides Day. And in the same day, it's National Black Forest Cake Day. If you eat all that Black Forest cake, your triglycerides are going to be horrible. So that's kind of like, I don't know.
So what's the awareness here with...
Well, I mean, right.
Yeah,
I don't know. Right. I don't know how you celebrate it for triglycerides, but are you a Black Forest cake guy, Mike? I'm going to say yes.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah,
I love it.
Dad, really?
Yeah,
What is the difference? What's Black Forest? What does
cherries in it.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I would. Do you? Well, actually, speaking of cherries, when you get a sundae, do you eat the cherry that's on top?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you, Mike?
I do not.
I pass mine along.
Do you
I
really?
do.
I put ketchup on mine.
Or strawberries. What about, it is also National Something on a Stick Day.
This is the crazy one.
in reference to what?
Right. I don't know. The picture is it's showing like corn on the cob. It's showing a marshmallow, a frankfurter, a lemon, and a watermelon. So it's anything that you put on anything skewered, I guess.
So let's go through it. Would you eat just a normal beef shish kebab with vegetables and steak on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack?
Corn dog.
Yeah, corn dog. That's exactly
That's a good one. Yeah,
corn dog. I would definitely eat a corn dog. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things I definitely eat at Kennywood.
I like the veggies that you roast, on a stick. I think that would be the
What about chicken on a stick, just from a street vendor?
I'll tell you,
good.
Mr. Lee. That's what I get from Mr. Lee's. Dad, you have to try Mr. Lee.
Where's
He's
that at?
fantastic. He's actually a teacher at does he teach
PPS?
Pittsburgh Public? Yeah. Yep. And he has a food cart, and it's Asian. He does
Where at? In the strip?
All over. Yeah,
It's at
wherever.
all of the festivals.
Festivals.
He doesn't really have a storefront. Yeah.
And I love it's just grilled chicken on a stick.
I
It's
love it.
It is phenomenal. What?
Yeah. No.
And he loves us.
It's marinated. That's why.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
right.
and that's the part that when it's chicken on the stick, it always looks and smells so good, but
It
not
is.
me.
I'm not a fruit on a stick guy. Though.
You're
You're not a fruit on a stick guy.
No.
Oh,
Vegetables
okay.
okay, but like
Not fruit.
Yeah, not fruit.
Okay.
Mike,
All right.
this is last but certainly not least, and I will clarify that it is National Weed Appreciation Day. Weed as in what is growing in your garden that you want to rid of.
Jeez, what a mislead.
How do you feel about I knew I was walking into that one. How do you feel about those pesky weeds that are always popping up in gardens?
We actually got our grass and yard treated, so it's been pretty good.
Oh, already?
Yes, it's been pretty good for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate it. It makes my job a lot harder.
Big surprise. Oh, are you the grass cutter at your house? Okay.
Yeah, my dad has been retired for like 10 years.
Oh, yeah, I remembered that. Yeah, he's not into it. I got you. I am not, I've done my share of weeding. We have a very big yard. We have done the treatments a couple of times. My husband is allergic to like sumac and all that, so I'm the one who goes in and kind of pulls that stuff out. So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
I'm thankful that I don't have to do any weeding anymore, right? So, but we did have Doug Oster on just a couple of weeks ago. We talked about like, should you put the tarp down? Should you put the plastic down? He's like, it's all going to come up through
anyway,
and then the seeds are going to land on the tarp anyway. So just do what you do and go pull them out one at a time.
Here's the solution.
Okay.
I do. I don't have a weed problem at all because I feed the groundhogs, the chipmunks, the bunnies.
We know. I've never seen anything
it's like
like
Dr.
it.
Doolittle on your desk. Wait, what's that, Mike?
What's that?
As long as you don't get any moles.
Oh, yeah, moles
yeah,
are
right. Right.
Or what's my ferrets? I hate ferrets. Mike, what do you feel about ferrets?
I haven't seen one.
Ever?
I haven't seen like a non-domesticated ferret.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
out in the wild. I've seen a couple possums on my street.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They're good.
They're scary.
They're good.
What do you mean?
Because they eat mice, moles.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Same with rat snakes.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Look at you guys, the Doolittle duos.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Jack is like Dr. Doolittle out there on his deck. He feeds and he talks to the animals out there.
A few years ago, it was like around like May or June. Somehow a rat snake got in my awning and I had to get it down because there was birds that would like hide in the awning. Somehow it got up into the awning and I was like, Dad, like, why do you have what's up with the black cords up there? He's like, there's no black cords up there. Like, what are you talking about? And I see this giant, like almost 10-foot rat snake in the awning that I had to take down.
Did you have to grab it, Mike?
I had a little one of those snatcher things.
Yeah.
And, oh my
goodness, man, that is my kryptonite: roaches and ketchup and cockroaches and snakes.
But stay away from hornets. I can do animals, but hornets, man, I'm terrified.
Okay.
The buzzing just.
I got you.
Me.
I got it. Look, the things you learn.
Right. So
wow.
this is the profile hour right now. We're just getting everybody's profile. Mike, it's always great to see you come back here.
We've missed you.
Get to hang out with you. Jack, your website, Johnny Angel's Kinchy Stuff, you're going to be open. You're going full force with the hours coming up for the draft.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
I'll be camping out there.
Go down there, and you're going to have to take your little thing to sing when
pitch
people
pipe?
come through there.
You're
pitch
hoofing.
pipe.
I think a lot of the musicians will end up hanging out there.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Mike, we have a sign-off. You want to do it?
Sure, let's do it. It's John and Rachel and producer Mike on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Big K Morning Show.